And hello, YouTube, and Twitter, Discord, whoever's really watching. I am sorry for me not recording the last two sessions. I haven't been that good, mentally or physically, but I'm much better now. A lot of things have happened between then and now. We have a new player, and from here, I'm going to let the party recap what happened last session, because I feel like I cannot do it justice.
You mean last two?
Let's just do last session for now.
Okay.
This thing?
The wagon?
Yeah, I blew it up. And then I summoned...
We call it a wagon.
Werewolves.
To be exact, it was... What are the exact numbers?
5 werewolves and 12 regular wolves.
It was 7 werewolves and 9 wolves.
I hyperinflated one of those.
The only thing is that one of them was special. And essentially, what had happened is that the party wanted to investigate the little wagon there. And, well, Shump being Shump decided to try to open it with a hammer.
Oh, with a maul. Get it right.
I'm calling it a hammer because he fucked up. And, as a result, 100 vials of alchemist fire ignited within the wagon as part of a trap, dealing 10d10 to the party. And, we lost quite a bit of loot. The party decided to take a short rest to recover, heal up, and by the time that short rest was over, they had 16 fuzzy friends trying to eat them.
Actually, it was a long rest because Lehman's tiny hut.
Yes, this is true. Yeah,
As a result of them trying to eat us, I got lycanthropy.
Yeah, so now we have a orc, magical girl, potential lycanthrope. And to be specific, it's werewolf. Which is very, very bad for someone to be a werewolf in Barovia.
Got it?
Just some things I can't reveal too much. Because even though I do discuss them out of game with some of my players at times, those who are watching do not know. And the characters themselves do not know. But as is right now, we have the brother and sister from the village of Barovia traveling with the party as a method to traverse more safely to Kresik.
I don't think it's safer for them to travel with us, to be honest. I think they do better on their own.
A truth kicker is that the reason why the party even stopped at this tower on the way is because there was reports of some lady's son being missing for several days and assumed dead. And although the party found a body, they aren't sure if it's him. So, if my party believes that is a sufficient enough recap of what happened, although incredibly out of order because my ADHD brain does not know the meaning of order, shall we begin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, all of you discuss what you want to do while I find this handout I need to give you in a moment.
Ideally, try to cure him, but I don't know.
Hey guys. Jump, you're a lycanthrope now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so how are we gonna handle this, guys? Do I need to do a ritual to the Raven Queen?
A remove curse would be able to cure Shump. I
The thing
don't
is, it's
think
not that simple.
he. I don't think he deserves it, though, the wizard says, looking angrily at Shump as he has to prepare all his stuff for summoning Owl Buddy again.
At least you have plenty of ash.
No, in my
This is
opinion,
There
true.
was a
I-
lot of ash.
I am angry at Chump, but I don't think we should kill him just because we're angry at him.
Thank you.
We have reason to kill him. He tried to kill us, basically. But
Oh,
that's
no.
aside from the point.
I did not try to kill anyone.
He charged into the chariot, or not the cart.
I
Ignore
didn't
that
charge
for now.
into it. I hit it with a mole.
And didn't listen to anyone.
How was I supposed to know it would blow up with a blaze of glory?
This
We
Barovia,
like
you assume
detect
everything is
magic.
going to blow up.
The wizard even said it was covered in magic and was probably trapped, but you didn't listen.
How was I supposed to know? Trap doesn't always mean blow up.
Listen, last time I touched a trap, I got fucking near death.
Yeah.
Yeah, that trap was a
Yeah.
was a blow up too. So
Because
Well, it
no,
wasn't a blow up. That
every-
trap that happened was a lightning glyph.
exactly. Not every trap equals blow up.
also, I'm summoning Owl Buddy as a ritual.
Yeah, even if you don't know it's gonna blow up, you still shouldn't willingly touch a trap. We gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't touch it. My mole touched it.
Alright, so, group. The question is, should I prepare this long and elaborate ritual which Chump doesn't know in order to cure the lycanthropy?
Well, it would probably be a bad thing if he became a
I
werewolf.
think curing him's the best option.
I agree with Chunwa.
Alright, so... Fine. That's what you guys want.
So
So,
Hayner actually is just standing there, digs out of a pouch on his hip, and just pushes or touches a silver coin to Shump's head.
What?
I'm
Why
going
does
to...
Painter have silver coins?
That's confusing, but
There's
I'm just
actually
gonna...
a few things you don't know he has.
Fair point.
I'm going to pull my head away real quick. Look at him with a very confused look on why he would do that.
He's still trying to touch you with the coin, while the rest of the party is trying to discuss what to do with you.
I'm just gonna start, like, slowly walking away and, like, just telling him, stop. Please stop.
He's not yours to control today.
Who's in control of him
And
today?
I am a whale.
Based on the order, it would, given the fact that, a full night has passed, it would either be Zexel or Chaya. If the party would wish for our new cleric to be a part of this rotating ritual that the party has with Hayner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine with me, Chaya. You could command Shump.
okay, that's cool. Keep harassing him with the silver coins until we finish discussing this.
For a quick recap for anyone listening and for our new player, essentially what happens is that there is a switch somewhere on Hayner's ribs, or where his ribs would be. You could flip it off to turn them off. When you flip it back on, a door shuts over it. And over the time of the day, it will slowly open. So essentially, every 24 hours, someone else can turn him off, turn it back on, and take control for a day.
Fun.
Swimming pool.
All right, cool.
Robot.
So yeah, Hayner, go ahead, keep harassing Shump as we discuss what to do with him.
His eyes light up green, and he starts walking faster to chase after him.
Hey, I'm just gonna start walking faster as well. Just kind of
Speed up if you
making
have to,
a-
Hayner.
I'm making like a circle around.
Right.
What do I delete that?
All right, so I think that Shump here should have to pay for his incompetence. So, what's his greatest fear, group?
I mean, do the characters even know
I
Shump's fears?
I know he's afraid of women because of how he reacted to me.
And the fact that he refuses to undress in front of anyone.
So yeah, he's afraid of women and changing in front of others,
Hayner,
as well as spiders.
would you be a dear and please undress Shump?
Chunwa, you forgot one major thing. Also, enclosed spaces. So remember, I freaked out a lot when it was just me.
I
and you
remember.
in a room together, and you were by the door.
I don't know if
couldn't
Chaya
get
knows
out.
though. I don't think
No, I
Chaya
said-
knows.
I said Chunwa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Chunwa, not Chaya.
Oh, okay.
You can always say Nympheus if you ever need to avoid confusion.
You can just say my name.
Yeah.
You want people saying your actual name out there?
It's right there.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. I'm dumb.
Even though you could change it via the chat thing.
I'm dumb and lazy.
My stance is I like my birth name. I'm lucky enough that I don't hate the name I was given at birth, so go ahead, call me Megan, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna still call you Nympheus though, because no.
Yeah, if that's how you know me, that's fine, I'm just saying. The option,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay, so continue.
Okay, so Hayner, I want you to undress Shump here.
At that, I'm just gonna start fucking sprinting. That is, I refuse. I refuse to let that happen.
Hayner's eyes turn red and he starts bolting after Shump. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Oh no. Thankfully, I have a +6 to athletics.
Alright, I gotta find Hayner. 19.
Pretty good.
If anyone has Entangle,
The
No.
wizard does not have such.
No.
Odd.
Do I have anything?
I mean, if someone has hold person,
I don't have
Yes.
that either.
So, I'm gonna cast Darkness.
darkness on Shump.
It's just 15 feet. I can keep on sprinting through 15 feet.
yes, but gives you disadvantage on everything that requires sight, including avoiding things.
If I just keep running in a straight line, I should be good.
Yes, but
you
you don't know the area.
I just
Exactly.
It is 15 feet. That is what?
Oh, yeah.
Six-
Here's
like
a fun
6, 7
thing.
steps at a sprint.
Here's a fun thing. Hayner has the fast movement
Oh no.
advancement.
I don't know.
Oh no.
So I
No.
I don't think
No.
you're outpacing him.
Oh no.
Accurate.
I'm just gonna keep on sprinting, and if I see him about to catch up, I'm just like change direction, jump, something. I do not want.
There's a reason I kept this darkness spell. The 60-foot range. Oh, and it lasts for 10 minutes too.
So I just have once I get out of that 15-foot area, I just have to avoid it at all costs.
Okay. So,
Wouldn't
Oh,
Hainer
Hainer?
also be blind in it?
Can there be a deer and capture him, please? He's in the darkness.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can find him.
I mean, once Trump leaves the sphere of darkness, you can always cancel it.
Oh, wait, hold up. Shadow and enclosed spaces. Would I consider either of those that? Would I consider that either of those?
go ahead, make a will save, or a wisdom save then, to see if you can differentiate.
P with disadvantage since he's Shump.
I would say he's frightened, so yeah. Because he's running away to avoid being forcibly undressed. So...
Then also running into fucking darkness. I don't know if I would consider that a big old shadow or an enclosed space.
It's a bit of both, in your opinion, and yeah...
Okay,
Go
can
ahead
I
and make a
another
strength save against, or a strength check against that.
check or save?
You know what? Save. I don't think you're gonna beat that. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
Hainer has his hands on you.
I'm just starting to slap his hands. Like, no, stop.
And he is now forcibly undressing you in front of a number of people you barely know.
You're just gonna hear a very loud shriek of terror.
Roll another wisdom save.
An uncharacteristically high-pitched shriek at that.
And while he's doing that, Chaya is also going to quickly undress, so that way, just to intensify the fear.
And at this time, Hainer is dragging Shump by the back, or by the hair. And his...
Even though I've unwittingly seen Shumpstick quite a lot, I have not seen her naked body, so I'm going to respectfully turn away.
That's what I'm gonna do too. I want no part of this.
As Hainer is actually bringing Shump back, his eyes are now green, and you could almost swear he's trying to smile.
Oh, look,
All right.
I loved you. Why?
Hainer
And
knows
so-
no loyalty between days.
Anyhow, and so, Tanner, bring him before me, and so that way he has to face a naked woman.
Oh no! What do I have to make to try to get out of that grasp?
Well, considering that you are frightened, you'd have disadvantage on all of your saves.
Fine, that is fine.
It would either be strength or dexterity.
Oh, there you go.
20.
But he got the 22.
Either way, he passed it.
Not necessarily. I passed
21.
it.
Damn.
I am out. I am sprinting to over here somewhere.
How far is he from me?
Hang on, let me go ahead and...
I cast.
Here when he drops.
I
I'm
cast
sprinting about over here.
Alright,
Oh,
let Zexel talk.
before he gets to run away. I'm casting grease under his feet.
Oh my god.
Come on! Do I have to... What's the check?
That would be a dexterity save.
At this point, this is cruelty.
At this point, he's just making it sexier. So now
Oh,
he's
you
naked and
failed.
greased up. He's naked and greased up.
I am scrambling. I am desperate to get away.
And it's difficult terrain, so you're
Hold on. No, I just thought of something. While I'm scrambling, I'm just gonna touch my soul gem to transform, so I have clothes on again.
That's actually a good idea.
I feel
There's
a
still a
little
naked
better.
woman in front of you.
That's why I said I feel a little better.
And then another strength check for him to try to rip off that tutu. Yeah. Yeah, he's got you by the tutu.
No.
Doesn't Trump have to make his own strength save against,
He's on the ground, technically prone.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't mean I can't be holding on to my tutu.
So,
but it's also greasy.
I am holding on to my tutu.
So I walk up to Shump and I say, You have lycanthropy. The Raven Queen will bless you if you accept her and commit your soul to her,
I'm naked.
and she will cure your lycanthropy. You will either accept this blessing or you will die.
I'm naked.
Yes, I am naked.
both of you are naked.
I have a tutu on.
I don't think you can think rationally about this while she's naked.
Not only that, but yeah, Hayner's trying to rip that damn thing off because he was told to keep you naked, and he does rip it off.
Touch the fucking soul gem again.
Well, here's the thing. You have to make a wisdom save, considering that you're at that moment after it's ripped off. You're naked in front of another naked woman after already frightened.
I think he should get like triple disadvantage.
Here's the thing: if he fails, this becomes petrification.
Oh,
He definitely cannot make a decision when he's petrified.
He cannot do anything. He is in a ball right now. So
I'm just gonna stop crying.
I'm just petting my
Crying
cats,
and
minding my own
desperately
business at this point.
if anyone has any rope, that's probably your best bet.
I am crying, desperately trying to cover myself, and just genuinely wanting to die. I
Yeah,
am
Still, do
terrified.
you have any rope on you? Anyone have any rope?
Oh wait, yes I do.
Pretty much everyone should have rope.
I have
Alright, can
50
you
feet of
just tie
rope.
up Chumpy here? Tie his hands and whatnot.
Don't want to be involved, but I'll do it anyway.
I have like 0 dexterity. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Well, he's petrified. He can't resist.
This is true.
So,
Auto success.
yeah, it's an auto success to tie him up.
Was the 12 really a failure on that wisdom save?
Yes, considering you have 3 sources of fear.
Oh no.
This is what you get when you do stupid stuff like that, Shump.
I want to feel bad, but I also can't because I'm supposed to stay impartial.
I feel bad.
Thank you.
So,
and you
I'm
can't feel
angry
bad.
at it, but I'm not like as angry as they are.
Chaya is thrilled to help alleviate people of their fears, because that's one of the things with the Raven Queen.
You're not helping me alleviate the feel.
So-
Forcing you to face it.
Hayner puts Shump in the middle of the crater and just kind of stands behind him.
Very good.
My eyes are closed. My eyes are closed. I'm not looking. Nope. I'm crying.
Tanner,
And my
open
eyes
his
are
eyes.
closed. Hold up. Be real careful with that phrasing. Be real fucking careful. Please.
Hayner is just asked to open Shump's eyes.
No.
Oh, please, no. Reload it. Reload it, please. Oh, no. This is gonna halt.
I don't want Hayner to gouge his eyes out. Please don't.
Oh no.
Do not gouge the eyes out, but keep his eyelids open.
He definitely pokes him in the eye, but you can kind of tell he's trying to be a little careful.
Oh,
Only a little careful.
So he pretty much took a rock to the eye,
yeah.
and
Okay,
his
cool.
fingers are not smooth.
Yeah, that would still hurt. But at least they're not gouged out.
So I'm gonna say for the next hour, even after this ritual is passed, he's gonna have disadvantage on sight-based perception checks.
Oh, great. You've literally made me blind.
It's only for an hour though. You just need some vising or some shit.
He's gonna
Oh,
be in
such-
Witcher Season 2.
All right, and so now I go out to Shump and I say, "You can escape this. Face your fear and embrace the Raven Queen. Do you accept the Raven Queen?"
I'm petrified. I literally can't do anything.
Lesser restoration would remove a level of fear.
All right, I'll cast Lesser Restoration then.
So he's now just frightened and tied up.
All right,
I'm just
I
gonna
say,
start sobbing again.
Tom, you can escape this right now. All you have to do is face your fear, and accept the Raven Queen.
I'm just gonna, as I'm sobbing, just trying to get out. Just let me put something on. A sock, something.
Look at me. All you have to do is dedicate your soul to the Raven Queen.
While this is going on, Hayner's going to be gathering Shump's clothes and armor that were thrown to the ground.
I'm just going to say the same, try to say the same thing.
Go ahead, do persuasion checks against each other if you want.
All right, cool.
Okay, would it really be?
He should have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, disadvantage. I'm not sure what to say against or for Shump's end. Would it be wisdom or charisma?
It would
I would
be
think
insight
charisma, 'cause I'm
or
trying to
wisdom.
talk.
Alright, so insight or wisdom.
Should have advantage, I think.
If I'm begging for something to wail,
It's more to see if they actually will give you that thing. Give you clothes and help you.
Yikes.
nope.
Nah.
So you actually fully believe, Shump, you fully believe that you'll be cut loose, given your clothes, and given time to recover if you face your fears and accept the Raven Queen. And in part of curing yourself of lycanthropy.
I may believe that, yes, but I don't think you. I'm gonna put this the same way, like when I see a spider, I understand. Realistically, it's likely not gonna hurt me, but I can't get anywhere near it. It's the same way with this. Well, I am naked, and there was a naked woman for me. I may understand that if I just agree, it's gonna end my suffering, but I physically cannot bring myself to do it because I'm terrified.
I think with my persuasion check, it should be able to persuade you that.
Yeah. At this
But,
point,
yeah.
Hayner is holding a blanket standing next to Chaya.
I just like
I mean,
reach
if we
for
didn't.
the reach for the blanket, like just come, please, cover me up.
Accept the
Cover me
Raven
up,
Queen and
Article
face your
5,
fear.
please. If you cover me up, fine, I'll accept. Just please, dear God.
Oh, you need to accept now.
If you cover me up, fine, I
I
will
feel like
accept.
if we didn't torture him, he would have accepted no matter what. 'Cause either accept or we kill him when he turns. This is just cruelty.
This is the Raven Queen.
This should be against the Geneva Conventions.
It actually is.
You're literally torturing me right
She
now.
roasts us and then she breaks fucking war laws. How's it different?
She's doing it in the name of her god. Look at the
Exactly.
Crusades.
This is the Raven Queen.
Look at the
I don't
Crusades.
You must
approve
make your
of the
fear.
Crusades, so
It
it's the same
doesn't matter what you think, it's what she thinks. She will. It doesn't matter if you think she's hypocritical, if she thinks she's doing the right thing.
This is a necessary process in order for Shump to free himself of his fears.
Like,
Again, I am just going to
I'm just
repeat.
saying, she calls
If
me
you-
out for doing
if
the
you
same
let-
thing she's doing right now.
Right. Alright. So at this point, it's Chaya, are you willing to cure him? And as you're curing him, let Hainer put the blanket over Shump. That's what it really breaks down to.
At least up like my knee, something. Just at least I can at least say I'm covered in some way. I have.
That was in the
some
spirit of the
cover-
Raven Queen, though.
Well, to be fair, at this point, he's covered in grease and mud.
This is true.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do. All right, Shump, accept the Raven Queen, and Hainer here will might give you the blanket.
Fine.
All right, Hainer, I want you without covering him at all. I want you to wipe him down, all that grease and mud off of him.
And Hainer's going to listen.
Hey, hold on. While he's wiping me down, necessarily parts of me will be covered. I accept. That's fine. That's fine by me. That's at least.
They won't be covered. I ordered him to especially do it in an area that in a way that exposes everything.
Unfortunately, this actually is how the Raven Queen operates.
That's fine. In my head, as he's wiping me down, at least one part of my body is covered.
It's in his head that whatever part that cloth is currently touching is in his head covered.
All right, that's
That's fine by me.
okay for the moment. But when you finish wiping him clean, I want you to take all his clothes and everything and just toss them or get rid of them.
What?
Right.
Hold
So,
up. Hold up.
as-
That's my elbow.
Isn't that going too far?
Well, this is also Hainer we're talking about.
Yeah, but getting rid of everything that protects him, we're gonna need him.
So Hainer, well, once he's done cleaning, Hainer's gonna go behind the tower. You hear a small crash, and he walks back over.
Perfect.
Why? Because it's Hainer.
I don't like you people
Right.
anymore.
So yeah, he's still naked and he's still scared. Good. And he needs to overcome his fear. And his soul belongs to the Raven Queen.
At this point, I think he's completely fine with this. He's just given in.
I don't think fine with it is the word, but giving in and just kind of
Accepting terms.
No. Sure.
Alright, so do you cast Cure or Remove Curse upon Shump?
I do. Now
Okay.
now that he is sufficiently subjected to the Raven Queen, I cast Cure Curse or Decursify.
Alright,
Remove curse.
Take out my religious symbol, put it forward, and it cures him.
so Hainer, almost as his eyes go back to the normal blue, looks at Shump and just... He almost ties that blanket around Shump's neck like a cape. Why? Because even Hainer can feel bad at times. So we no longer have to worry about lycanthropy. And Shump is
Chaya
free to
dresses
move.
herself.
I'm just going to grab both ends of the sheet on my shoulders
Can I
and
go
just
retrieve his clothes and
hold
armor
him.
and put them back?
And
You
just
can
don't
go
be
behind
shake.
there and look for him.
I'm gonna do that.
Alright.
Chaya's
just
going to
gonna-
dress herself because she needs armor.
Alright, so
And
Chunwa,
the
give me a
ritual's done.
perception check while you're back there.
I'm just shaking like a
Did I hit the right
baby.
thing? No, I didn't.
Quiet.
Alright. You see something that is at Hainer's eye level, that is a small opening going into the tower.
Alright,
Oh my
So
God.
you're pretty sure he just threw that stuff into the tower.
God. He needs armor if we're gonna keep going in the tower.
No.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself and Shump.
Okay. So 13 plus Dex mod.
Let's
Even
see,
if
do
it's
I-
negative. Right. So,
And is there anything I can cast for myself?
Hey, so mine went from
Uh,
19 to 15.
until you get your stuff back, and what grade of armor is it? Heavy, medium?
Wait, hold on. Nope. I also get +1 AC, so it is technically 16.
Alright, so is it heavy armor, medium armor, or what?
I believe it was
Do I get to choose
chainmail.
that?
Because if it's heavy armor, it takes you 10 minutes to put on. If it's medium armor, it takes you 5 minutes.
No, because Mage Armor is magic armor. It's just
No, I'm talking about Shump's armor on his character sheet.
Oh, it's
it was
heavy.
chainmail. Yeah.
So it would take you 10 minutes to put it on. If it's plate mail, it would take you 30 minutes.
Fine.
all right, cool. We can do it. Can we do like a short rest so I can also just gain back my spell slots?
That's up to the party at this point. Chunwa, if anyone wants to investigate the tower, go ahead.
I'm
I'm
going
not
to do
investigating.
so.
I'm just bulging in to go grab my armor.
I'll follow him if he's doing that.
Well, Zexel is the one that said that he was going in first, so Zexel is in front of the door. And I do
No,
have...
I said I would investigate the tower.
Alright, so... I have to show this to the players. This is on the door, and looks almost as if the door is made out of solid iron.
I want to do a detect magic on that.
I can't.
I thought you-
I looked over
I-
how the wizard.
Magic
Alright.
and it didn't glow.
The door itself didn't glow, but the tower is glowing. And as you get close, according to this, Shump actually just kind of collapses to the ground because the tower has a 5-foot radius around it of anti-magic.
Oh no! Yeah, no. I just ragdoll. I am at the foot of it, and
I'm sorry. So
I go over and take his soul gem and just put it outside the anti-magic field.
well, his body is fine. It's breathing. It's just he can't move while his
Yeah.
transformation is active.
Well,
and my clothes are inside. I
So-
literally can't deactivate it.
So it's up to the party of what they want to do or what they think about this door.
Actually, wait, no. Hold on. If it's putting out a way of anti-magic, I literally can't go in there.
You can actually. I went through the book and actually messaged the person who made it. They said the anti-magic, due to the fact that you can literally just kill people with it if your soul is permanently inside the gem, as long as you are not transformed, you can walk within anti-magic. You just can't use any of your abilities. Your added damage bonuses to your weapons would not exist until you leave that field.
Oh
Would it
no.
be,
Uh-huh,
so
fine.
there's like symbols on the door, right?
Mhm.
Would it be investigation, or history to tell what those mean?
or
You could do
Arcana.
Or arcana? Or insight, maybe?
The tower door is made of iron with no visible handle or hinges. In the middle of the door is a large embossed symbol, a connected series of lines with 8 stick figures set around it. And carved into the lintel above the door is the word Kazan.
I know. What language is that?
What does an 18 in Arcana give me?
Kazan actually seems to be a name, though. Arcana, it has with Arcana,
History.
you're almost sure as if the symbols on the door are part of a ritual or routine.
What do I get for the history check?
History would you would know that this is a mage tower, and given average knowledge of mages and mage towers, they will use many, many means to protect their towers. Usually very little magic within the tower itself.
Is there anything that would suggest a religion about this door?
Not much about religion. But you do sense a slight blessing of the goddess Mistra on the door. Mistra is the goddess of magic, creator of the weave. Overall, without her, you're kind of fucked when you want to use magic. Thank you, Elminster series, for teaching me about her.
Well, the first goddess of magic is dead, and then it became new ones over time.
Either way, they have the title of Mistra.
Mistra. Mm-hmm.
Because
The Raven
in
Queen have any relation with Mistra?
in Elminster's words, I don't give a damn who they are. If they are the ruler of all magic over all realms, they are Mistra. The world, the universe needs Mistra.
But wasn't like a lot of the Elminster books written around like the 4th edition?
3rd edition, actually. The 2 books written during 4th edition were considered a trip through an alternate realm. That's pretty much how they retconned it.
Oh, so basically that whole spell plague was just right.
The spell
Elminster
plague happened, he was just in a different realm. So for now, what is the party doing about this door?
Oh, can I also put myself at full HP?
If you have a chance to heal, go ahead. You could do whatever you need to. If you have a potion of healing, go ahead. Actually, we took a long rest between this session
so
and
you
the last.
should have been.
Yeah.
I am going to continue laying on the ground because my soul gem is not on me.
Well, it's still within radius.
Yes, but see, would it...
Wait, that
So
means
soul gem
Hainer
out,
can't
so
enter
I-
it either.
This is true.
Alright, so what is the party doing about this door?
Honestly, I have no clue.
I'm going to turn the thing.
It does not seem to move.
Can I see the picture here? You can block it.
I could just... It should be in your handouts, or I can pop it up again.
I know, but in handouts would take too long.
Here, I'll pop it up again. Though.
I knock the
Take a look.
knocker.
The name Kazan changes, or lights up a faint blue, then fades away. That's pretty much all that does.
Do we know if those stick figure things individually mean anything?
Zexel actually found out that they are part of a routine or ritual. If you want to do an intelligence check on that, go ahead, or investigation.
Hold on.
Because you yourself didn't do an investigation on it.
Give me a second.
Why are
I'm
they
putting
in
things
Katakana?
together in my brain, I think.
They are not, actually.
Okay, what I've noticed is that most of these are going to ones that match each other. So, like...
You know, and what I'm noticing is those kanji and katakana on them, on this.
No, it is not. It's not any kind of writing.
It looks...
That
some
top
of these
symbol
stick
is the-
figures look very
that-
similar to...
It means it's
Kanji.
fire, but at the same time, it said 8 stick figures set around it.
Yeah, it's probably just
And
coincidence,
Momo.
but some of
Yeah.
these look like kanji.
I mean,
The
I,
symbol at the very top is the kanji for tree, and the one on the do right is the katakana for I O in O, I believe.
weed.
Is that is there
I'm
anything
knowing the language.
is there anything in the surroundings that looks to be an area to do this thing here?
Uh, there seems to just be a small, like, on that little standing area that you're at, seems to just be a small lip. Where you're standing, then it dips down about half an inch
I have a question.
to make, like, a quote-unquote standing basin.
Are the lines that connect the stick figures,
Well, I
are
notice
those
anything
movable,
about opening the
or are
door.
they carved in?
Everything within that brass is carved in.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's embossed, so they're raised out.
So, but basically, they can't be moved, right?
No. Yes, Jaya?
With that perception check, do I notice anything particularly odd about the door, like that it's a trap or anything?
You, upon closer inspection, you do see, around the bolts that hold the door together, you see little tinges of what to most would look like static electricity. Almost as if it's primed for something.
I did an investigation check.
Investigation seems almost as if it's telling you to do something. Follow an order.
I figured that, but I can't tell what thing it wants.
Alright, I guess I can roll investigation.
I've played enough video games to know there's a puzzle with this door, but I just don't know what it wants from me yet.
Alright, do I get anything from the investigation check?
Pulling all the information here, and I'm assuming that we're all talking to each other rather than just silently glaring at this door.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it's almost asking you to act out the symbols on this wheel in a certain order.
Act out the
Oh, well,
symbols.
okay, hold on.
I'm going to
Shump,
stand up
you
and try to walk.
can talk, you just can't move. By the way,
I'm going to ask for someone to pull me out of the radius of the tower so I can stand.
Is he okay with me touching
Zexel
him?
will
Rather
try.
uncomfortable.
Hayner's gonna walk into the field to try to grab you and instantly fall next to you.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, no.
Once I see him
okay,
fall, I'm
I
just
have
going.
6 strength, so I feel like I could pull him out, but I don't know if he's comfortable with me touching him as a
At this point, I don't think he gives a fuck. He wants to be off the ground.
Oh no, I do care.
Fears are rational. Even if he knows, hey, she's trying to help me, he would still freak out.
No, she's absolutely right.
Yeah, he has been traumatized by a woman today, so.
I guess Zexel will try. Is this an auto success?
You can successfully grab him. Any checks would just simply be how hard it is for you to actually move him out, but you can move him.
I don't remember what I moved.
Yeah, it takes you like a couple good pulls to get him started, and you, like, as you grab, you start pulling that little blanket cape Painter put on him, and it's just tugging against his neck, but you do get him out after a moment.
I can't find the handout.
I'm just glad it didn't
You
win.
need me to put it back up? It should be in your journal.
Oh, it's in the journal?
Yeah. Hit the little book thing.
That's where it is. Well, I'm a character sheet.
Tower door.
Maybe if we draw the symbols on the door into like the ground or something, maybe that will do something.
Or what do you think? Alright, how about this? How about each person here tells us what they think the door's asking you to do? Because putting it out verbally may help.
Okay,
Do you want to go like from stupidest?
Let's go from left to right as is on the screen. So, Chunhua first.
I was thinking that all of these connect to each other for a reason. obviously. So,
What do you think it's asking you to do?
also the ones it's connecting to look very similar to the origin point. So, like, I can explain, like, this one connecting to that one, they both look very
Sure.
similar. You said that it might want us to act it out. And I think there's enough people here for all of us to take one of the poses that the...
Right. So you think it wants all of you to act out one individual symbol?
I am going to toss Shump my light armor, which is leather armor, and just give that to Shump.
So Chunbad, do you believe that's asking for each of you to act out one symbol?
I don't know, because I'm trying to think, like, what if only one wizard lived here? He would probably have to do it himself.
So I think that the lines are telling us which poses to take in which order.
Yeah.
If we assume that there's only one wizard here, which to be the case, then I think that is the best evidence for that.
So, to put it short, Chai believes it's almost as if asking you to do this quote-unquote dance in front of the door.
Right.
Yeah, like a ritual dance.
Zexel, what do you believe?
I think that may be true.
Alright,
In fact, could I possibly do an Arcana to see if that would be the case? Just
you
to
can
be
try.
totally sure.
Yeah, you're actually pretty sure that's what it's asking, but part of you kind of doubts which end you need to start from, or if it even matters which end you start from.
That's another thing I was wondering, because there's 2 points, but we just don't know which one.
So, although Shump has not been able to look at the door, what does Shump think? Because it's only fair.
You care what Shump thinks? Sorry.
This is a democracy to a degree, so Shump has to speak.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm fine with doing that dance thing. If that doesn't work, I want you all to stand back, and I'm just going to sprint at the door and collapse on it.
Shump Grand battering ram. So we got 3 people saying to do the dance.
Well, I'm saying I am agreeing. Hey, we should try the dance. If that doesn't work, I'm willing to use my body to try to break the door down.
I mean,
after having everyone step back, because I don't. If it explodes again, I don't want to have everyone on my bad side again.
What if while he's running, I used an Eldritch Blast to give him more momentum?
I don't think that's how it works. Alright, so we got 3 people saying to do the dance.
Can someone get Hainer out of like the anti-magic area, and then he can do the dance?
Can I reach my hand in and grab him?
Wait.
Your hand is almost tingling with like the feeling of harsh electricity as you put your hand in.
Zexel gave you some light armor, so just go behind the tower, end your transformation, put it on so you're dressed, and then come back.
Yes.
No, I can't necessarily do that. I have to have that tutu.
Okay, well, I put my armor in the bag.
Alright, so we got 3 people saying to do the dance. Who's doing the dance?
I'm
Ziggy.
I'm thinking that it starts from left to right, so I will try.
Okay. So
there's this ramp on the outside, I noticed. Like, of the wizard tower.
It doesn't really say what the hell that is, so. But there's really Based on what Chunhua saw, there's really no way for one of you to fit in. So Zexel's gonna do the dance.
I am going to do the dance, and this is my
yes,
performance check of the day.
While he's doing that dance, I'm just gonna reach my hand in, despite the tingling of electricity, and grab
I'm gonna do it.
Hano and try to pull.
Alright.
That'd be a strength.
I'm gonna say it's a guaranteed success. A strength check would just be see how fast you pull them out. Zexel, actually give me a either perception or intelligence check over the performance. Shump, you get him out after a couple good tugs.
What if we
Okay.
just give the class a little knocky knock? I mean, not
Well,
that's not what it's called. Door
it's literally a knocker.
knocker.
But after Zexel finishes the dance, the door, you hear a few light clicks, a pale blue flash of light coming from each of the bolts, and the door opens.
Wow, I did it on a terrible performance.
I have to bring them up. How many
I
are actually
did
in
it.
here? Just wait a second and I'll move y'all in. Alright, there actually are.
I can't go in.
Please tell me his armor is in that first floor.
So, as the door swings open, I'm going to assume Zexel is the first one in.
I guess.
No, he hates being the first one in.
Yeah, I do.
He also doesn't have much of a choice at this point.
This is true.
His two tanks are kind of unable to enter.
I can be a tank for now. I mean, I have the next best health total.
You want to go in first then?
Yeah.
Okay. Chunhua, where are you? There you are. This is what you see. The flagstone floor is strewn with debris and a few old crates stand near the east wall. A torn curtain to the south partially obscures the tower vestibule. A few pieces of scattered wood, as well as pieces of clothing and something else you're unsure of, is near the northern wall. A 5-foot square indentation in the center of the floor contains 4 pulleys attached to taut iron chains that stretch through a similarly sized hole in the rotting wooden ceiling. Standing next to these chains are 4 tall clay statues.
Do I see Shump's clothes and armor?
That's what you believe is against that northern wall.
I'm gonna go grab those. I'm gonna bring them back outside. I'm gonna give them to Shump. I'm gonna walk away quickly so he doesn't get frightened.
Okay.
Scaring Trump is so much fun.
I'm gonna put the tutu on and then dispel the dispel it. So spend the extra 10 minutes to put on my armor. And then I'm ready to enter.
Okay. So, where is Shump? There you are. Let me move you up so I can put Shump inside. There.
I'm investigating the clay statues.
As you approach one looks at you.
Ah! Don't like that. The fuck? Can I tell the wizard to get the fuck in here? Wait, no, I have good arcana. I can try to figure that out. I mean, he
Head in,
probably
yeah.
has better arcana, but...
You notice that the statues are clay golems.
Do they want to attack? Or are they just vibing?
They're just standing near the pulleys.
Okay. Do they operate the pulleys? Would I be able to tell that from the investigation of them I did?
Yeah, you kind of get the idea that they're just sitting there for the pulleys. You're not entirely sure how long they've been there, though.
Are the police the only way to move up to the next floor? Because I don't think I see a staircase.
By the looks of it, yes. As you look up, there is a bit of a platform above that's almost like it's lightly knocking around the frame, but you can, with a little bit of thinking, you kind of get that the police control it.
How many of us can fit on it at a time to get up to the next floor?
I'm gonna throw out a bet of 1.
550 pounds.
Dope. Let me go check my character's weight.
So if I'm right, it can contain 3 people or 1 person plus Hainer.
Well, Hainer can't come in here, so he's automatically out.
So I'm going to, I guess, enter there.
My character is 180 pounds. Who's coming with me?
My character's 80 pounds.
I got 100 pounds on this bench.
Alright, so
I mean, I am a weak wizard, so this makes sense.
So it's a matter of who wants to go up, or if the women are going up alone, or pretty much when is Shump going?
I would say Shump should go with me since we're the 2 tankiest, but I don't think he wants to be in that close proximity to a woman.
It could also
No,
be
I don't even really want to be here with you alone.
in a relatively enclosed space.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan.
Well, I know for sure that Zexel can fit on here with me.
I don't want to be on the same thing as Shia. No, she's done
Fair
told you.
point. Okay, so yeah, I guess me
You're
and Chai
having
go
your own
first.
little fox problem here, where what is it? You bring the fox across the river, and they.
Yeah.
But
The
now
fox,
I
the carrot,
want.
and the rabbit.
But now I
has
want
done
to go with Chunwa just to cause Shump terror.
So,
I will go alone.
so
But this would be more efficient in 2 trips.
as
So I guess I will go with Shump.
someone utters the word up, the golems start moving and pulling the chain.
Okay.
As you notice, the platform above you actually starts raising.
I say down.
The golems stop and start lowering the platform.
Alright, when it's lowered, I will step on.
Okay?
Can I finally head into the tower?
Yeah. I'm gonna put Shump here, just so we can get everyone into the tower.
It's
I got you.
fine.
This one is actually what's gonna give
Hey,
you sight.
Tom. How's it going?
I'm gonna look away.
Dust and cobwebs fill this otherwise empty room, the wooden floor of which is badly rotten, partially collapsed, is on the 2nd floor. As time goes on, it takes about 90 seconds or so to go up and down. Who the fuck is this?
We don't know.
Who is that?
I don't know.
I can see them on my screen too through the window. Like there's the site I have that goes through the window. I can see him.
There.
Oh, we get to go up together.
Yeah, Chaya's supposed to be with me.
Yeah, I don't have much power to move everyone at the same time, so it's going to take me a moment.
And I'll go with Shump.
Time and the elements have all but destroyed this chamber, leaving a gash in the northwest wall and slimy black mildew on the walls. The wooden floor is completely rotten and has begun to fall away in places. I'm keeping you both on this square because I need to move you at the same time.
Okay.
Ignore that strange man outside. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Yes. Sorry.
Strange dude
Something came
outside.
up that I'm very excited about. I
What?
will talk to you about it later, so we don't interrupt.
What? You
This,
could just show me.
this game that I've been waiting to come out because it's a Junji Ito love.
Oh, yeah.
It's finally out.
Okay. So, the 4th floor. Unlike the levels below, this room shows signs of recent habitation, and although the place reeks of mold and mildew, it has is plenty of creature comforts, including a cozy bed, a desk with the matching chair, bright tapestries, and a large iron stove with plenty of wood to feed it. Light enters through arrow slits as well as through dirt-caked windows with broken shutters. Other features of the room include a standing suit of armor and a wooden chest. Old wooden rafters bend under the weight of the tower roof, which has somehow remained intact. Mounted to the rafters are pulleys around which the iron chains that support the tower's elevator platform. So, if our two ladies would, I'm going to move y'all so I can get the boys. I don't want to take the golem.
Oh, look, there's a book. Let's go read the book. Document or whatever it is.
So it's about 3 or 4 minutes before the boys of the group get up here. And at this point, Hayner's just outside staring up at the tower with a tilted head.
I was about to ask if I could look out the window and check on him because I'm always concerned when he's alone for too long.
Yeah. I am not afraid to bust open a hole and jump out if it means having a chance at protecting anal.
I'm actually looking for that book. The book actually looks quite burned. As if someone was trying to hide information.
Information? Okay. I guess I can make a investigation check.
Sorry if you hear crinkling. I really fucking love donuts.
Any
Lemon donuts are delicious.
folks?
Down there on the charger in the foyer, please.
All right, I investigate the text.
Okay. The book itself seems to be some sort of journal of a wizard. It has numbers of mentions of the devil and atrocities of the past. Several mentions are of treachery, destruction, and how the land, or quote unquote, how the land has changed since the devil began.
The devil being Strahd, right? Because everyone refers to him as that.
You are unsure because there are no mentions of actual names, other than some baker and a couple people who are mentioned to have died.
Plot twist, this is Zexel's tower.
I mean, we did find his old token. We found 2 of his tokens.
Can't do it.
Well, one token was in Valaki. I had no idea that was there. Then for some reason, there's another Zexel token on this map, and I don't know why. It's just here. Bye. Alright, there's only one Zexel. Fucking Highlander in this bitch.
Okay, so I communicate that obviously to the group. Say, this baker sounds like a interesting fellow. Is there a baker back at the city? Or the town?
Probably. I would imagine so.
You guys won't murder him if we go to meet him, right?
Only if you.
Actually, with the 21, you would have also noticed a distinct lack of dates. It's almost as if no one wanted to know how new or old this is.
Interesting.
With several pages being burned or ripped out, it's very much as if someone's hiding the important information to track people down. And granted, this is out of context. Granted, this is a fairly small valley, but even in like 3 square miles, it's hard as hell to find one person, especially if you don't know if they're still alive or not.
I have a question.
Would I know the bakers around the city or whatnot?
Not unless you specifically looked for fresh goods. Because, according to Wizards of the Coast, it's assumed that the players either hunt their own food, cook their own food, or buy directly from inns if they are within town. They don't go seeking from the source. Yes, Chunhua?
So it said it looked recently lived in, right?
Yes.
Or
The only things I note are the desk, the bed, a stove, the armor, and a wooden chest.
are there any chances that the person who's been staying here will return?
You're unsure.
I'm going to.
If you want to do an investigation check, go ahead.
I'm just wondering because we've already been here for quite a long time because of the werewolf.
You've been here for a whole day.
Yeah.
I'm going to check the armor.
Okay.
And just because I'm wary of it being like a animated armor, I'm going to do an Arcana check on it. Nat 20, baby.
Yeah.
It actually is animated armor.
Oh,
he does
no.
that, I am going to go and check the little box.
The wooden chest?
What is this? Is this also a chest?
No, that's the armor.
Oh, the serum.
Yeah.
Oh, I can tell as I look closer. That's like the head and then the shoulder.
Yeah. A lavender aroma emanates from the wooden box and is unlocked.
I'll open it.
I'm going
find
to
a severed
move
head.
away.
Why does the severed head smell like lavender?
And its flesh has a waxy complexion.
I'm just going to quickly shut the box.
What's in the box, Shump?
What's in the
Hey.
box?
Please
Head.
don't bring that movie in.
Well, it is a severed
Before
head in a box.
I know, I get it.
Before I answer what's in the box, I'm just going to pick it up and throw it out the nearest window.
Don't.
If anyone wishes to stop him, go ahead now.
Yes, please.
Stop him.
I will try.
I have to roll to
Shump,
stop him.
don't do it. Don't do it.
No, better yet, I'm just going to like pull my shirt down and flash.
You
Okay.
have the command spell.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Who's to say I'm even looking at you? Also, I literally just opened it, saw the head, slammed it shut, picked it up, and I'm going to throw it out the window. I'm not saying anything. Just, nope.
I'm going to slide his hand to steal the box.
That would be against Shump's dexterity check or perception.
Please don't throw it out the window. At least
have
let us
to- no, I don't have
investigate
to
the
yet.
head before you throw it.
Said perception.
That is a fail. Zexel succeeds.
Thank God.
As I'm throwing it, I'm going to continue the throwing motion. Just how I'm doing it is one hand under the box, one hand on the side, and I'm just kind of throwing it that way, like off to the side, out of a window.
And then I just yeet the
Walk
box
away,
from your
yeah.
hands.
Nope. Yes, I kind of figure as soon as I don't hear glass shadow, or I see the box go flying out the window, that I'm not holding it anymore, and I'm just gonna look around.
Alright. So Zexel has the box. Your mistake is delicious.
There's a head in there.
So what's in the box?
I open the box and I do an Arcana check
The
on the head.
head has a bit of magic emanating off of it. The box itself, the oils within the box actually have quite a bit of magic within it as well. It's... well, I can't tell you what it is. I can't tell you what kind of magic it is.
Ritual detects magic.
Alright.
Only I had. Oh wait, does my animate dead spell work on that?
Oh God, no.
It... Animate Dead does not.
If I had revive, would it work on it though?
It has to be a whole body.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't give me any information. All right.
There are ways to interact with this, just not reviving it.
Bringing the head back to life.
Speak with dead, but it has to be within 24 hours, and we don't know how long this box has been here.
You said the skin looked waxy, right?
Yeah.
That means someone's trying to preserve it.
Yep. And it's also in lavender oils that have magical properties in it as well.
Man, I love lavender.
I'm gonna cast Spare the I should cast Spare the Dying on it. Oh wait, it has to be living.
Detect magic, you see it's some form of twisted take on gentle repose and a raise dead spell, almost as if it's intentionally meant to keep the body in a stasis rather than allowing it to rot. You believe as if such a spell itself would actually is meant to keep someone captive for information.
Does that mean they can revive the head when they want to? The person who's preserving it?
Probably not revive it, but...
how would they get information out of it then?
Just gonna cast Detect Good and Evil. If that does anything.
The head actually comes out as neutral, according to this.
That's perfect.
Zexel actually did bring up the method of getting information out.
Yeah, I can't speak with the dead.
The speak with the dead. I can't do that either.
Dead.
Speak with dead would be useful, but since we don't have it, I'm going to bolt the head and set it on fire.
I feel like that's also not a good idea.
You're gonna set it on fire?
Why does
Or
everyone have bad
firebolt.
ideas? It's oil, so go ahead and
no.
make dexterity saves.
Oh my god.
No, why is it okay for you to bone it, but not for me to yeet it out a window?
I don't think either idea is good.
Because my wisdom is the same as yours.
I have 6 wisdom. I mean 6 points.
Actually, Chunwa... actually, no, he'd be here, so it would be Shump, Chaya, and Zexel making dex saves.
Right. Thanks, Axel. Oh, Chaya right now is just wondering why. What possessed me to do this trip?
My fucking god.
Shump?
Dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't let me yeet it out a window, could ya?
I'm a pyromantic wizard. What do you expect of me?
Couldn't have let me yeet it out. This is on you now. This is not on me. It's on you.
I know.
I had the small idea.
At least for once, it's someone else making decisions.
I had the small idea this time.
That is 7 damage to each of you. 7 fire damage.
Lovely.
I guess it sounds bad as the last time I got mollywopped by it.
It's also a small box, it's 2 by 3 by 2.
Why would you set oil on fire? You're right next to it.
I'm saying this
At least
again.
set it
I
on
want to
fire from a distance.
Chunwa?
I'm doing this again because I want everyone to heal me. I was right on this one. It was the right decision to yeet it out a window.
In comparison to setting oil on fire, yes, it was a better idea.
Chunwa.
Yeah.
It also wouldn't have hold us.
You notice the small fireball encompassing your 3 team. Well, I guess teammates might be a little too much.
Companions.
Your 3 companions, thank you. And after you're done shaking your head at their singed faces, you take a deep breath to recenter yourself and realize, that smells really good.
It does. I love lavender.
And then I'm going to firebolt the animated armor because I know it's.
Stop. Do you want it to attack us?
That's actually a mess.
Oh no.
Do you want it to fight us? Why are you doing this?
Because it's an animated armor. And I don't trust it.
Zexel, I'm letting you know this now. If that thing starts to move to attack us, I'm pushing you to it, and I'm jumping out of a window.
Wow.
You're
That
an
is
idiot.
fair.
When did Zexel become Shump?
No, here's the thing. The fucking tower.
Yeah.
It's 100 feet.
It's 80 feet tall.
That's what, 86? Oh, that may kill me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Pretty smart.
Fine.
It's... So
I feel like
you actually missed the armor, by the way.
I heard you the first time.
So
I'm just going to scream.
I feel like you missing at this point
Down.
divine intervention.
Clerics can't speak with the dead. Okay, cool.
I'm going to scream down in hopes that the golems heal me and start to lower this platform.
they do.
I turned to Zexel and said, if you had just let me, given me a little time, I could have probably spoken with the head.
I'm just going to
That would have
jump
required a
on the platform
long
and start
rest,
to
though.
lower.
Yeah, Shump is going down.
Goodbye.
Well, that's good riddance.
I'm
What
not...
state is the head in? Is the head like totally disintegrated, or is there still something?
It's still burning.
Okay, is there any way I can put out the head's fire?
Yeah, that would be. Given its condition, dexterity check at advantage, or any source of water.
All right, so Dex at advantage. Where is it? There it is.
That is actually a success. As you put out the fire, you do notice that there are small bubbles forming on it, almost as if the wax on the skin was boiling.
Lovely. Okay, I'm going to turn to those and say to the others, okay, after our next long rest, I will speak with the head.
It's up to the party if they accept or reject.
That is fine with me.
Anyone else object?
No.
Shump can't hear you.
Shump alive?
Yeah.
Run over to the window and look down and see if he's alive.
No, he went down the platform.
Oh, he did?
Mhm.
Okay. Hard.
I say up.
And after about a minute or so, the platform arrives at the top.
Can all three of us fit on it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's just head down, take a long rest, and then we can talk and interrogate the head.
Maybe Home Dude will come back while we
It's going to take me to get y'all down there because my screen is not as big as, like, the dragon's. So it takes me a moment. I'm guessing y'all are waiting outside, or are you waiting inside?
I think we can wait. Actually, we should
Outside.
wait outside. You guys should go and search for the kid that we were originally coming here to find, while I take the rest, and so I can speak with the dead.
That would be about a maybe 2-hour task to look around. At this point, it's about 10 a.m.
Okay. Well, 3 of us can do that, and she can stay with Hayner to guard her. Because Hayner's under her control anyway.
You also had those two, the brother and sister hanging outside,
Oh, yeah.
who are very confused as if, or why there was a flash of light and cursing coming from the top of the tower.
Followed by a very loud down. Yeah.
I'm present,
down.
I'm idiot.
This is the true D&D experience, though.
I could have
Hey,
yeeted it.
Zexel's
No.
Zexel's wisdom is only 10, but his intelligence is really high, and he's a pyromaniac. What
Right,
do you
think of it
expect
this way.
him to
Think of it
do?
this way. It's like when two brothers get, or when one of two brothers get a toy, and the person who owns it ends up breaking it in some way. The brothers are still going to fight until the other one gets it, realizes it's broken, and tries to throw it away as well.
Just can't wait till I get Gias.
You trying to say I'm brothers with Zexel?
You act like it.
This is
I am
true.
an orc,
Doesn't
and
matter.
he is not.
And orcs also have a code of believing to be family of anyone who fights and dies with them.
And
That's
I've
fair.
almost died several times. Mostly
Of
to
which
you.
at my behest.
Alright,
So,
So-
Alright, so
everyone
Yeah.
who is venturing, give me 3 perception checks each.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay,
I hit the wrong
my bad. I
character
took
sheet.
4.
I'll take the first 3, don't worry. What's your bonus?
Mine?
Yeah, what's your perception bonus? I'll just roll 3d20 for you.
Give me a second. +1.
Can you just roll it on her sheet?
She's got chubby little fingers on a tiny screen. So, yeah,
2, 20, 19.
So, while looking, they actually find 3 bodies. 1 male, 1 female, and 1 missing half its body. Almost as if it was split right down the middle.
Is it male or female, though? Can we
It-
tell by the half that remains?
After a bit of time, you realize it's male.
Did we see its penis or no?
No, that part was cleaved off.
Okay,
You
so
don't
we see
know
the
where
top.
the other half of the body is. Like, half of the body is missing.
So the verdict to decide he was male said he had no titties.
Well, it's also very hairy chest, Adam's apple, and a beard.
Good to know.
It's kind of hard to tell when things are eating, like maggots and that are eating and they're covered in dirt.
I'm going to set this bisected corpse on fire. The firebolt.
Why?
Purifying fire in order to bury the dead.
Can we look at it first? Jesus.
Okay,
God,
convince me not to set it aflame.
Perception versus insight.
Wouldn't it be persuasion if
Or
I...
persuasion, yeah. Or deception, whichever one's higher.
Well, I'm not trying to lie to him. I'm just trying to be like, hey, don't fucking do that. Did I hit the right one?
Yep.
Dope. Don't fucking do that.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
saving.
before I successfully convinced him not to set it on fire. What I want to do is, since we don't know where the other half is, are there any tracks that show where the
I
direction of
investigate.
whatever his lower half is?
No, it's like down the face. Like someone took a sword and
we
swung.
split in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, well, is there any... There's nothing to tell us where the person
Is
that
there
was
any-
the half went?
There's...
Is there any blood leading to the other half or something?
Surprisingly, there's not blood at all on his body.
Does that mean someone dumped this half here?
You're not sure. You didn't do an investigation check. Zexel, you notice that there are some drag marks in the ground where the other part of it was moved away from that half you found, and then every track just stops about 20 feet away.
I tell this to Chunwa.
Well, now that we know, you can set it on fire if you want.
Firebolt.
You also didn't check how old it was,
Oh.
but
Would
I'm
you
gonna
know in the investigation check?
yeah, I'm saying you never asked because you're looking for someone.
How old is it?
At this point, it's hard to tell, but you're fairly certain by the what you hope is gray in the beard. They're around 30s or 40s. A good bit too old to be the boy you're trying to find.
What about the other male who's not cut in half?
No one did any investigation checks on him.
I'll investigate him while he sets this clay dude to fire.
Shump actually found two of the bodies, so
Can I go to Shump and see if, I don't know.
you notice that the other male is about the right age.
Okay.
But you can't really find any distinguishing marks. The body seems to be caked in dried blood, mud, and a couple other materials you can't really identify.
Okay, I guess I'll slap him in the wagon with the other dead person we found and hope it's that person's son.
And Shump, what are you doing with the female that you found?
I'm
Yeah, that
leaving
body's
it.
gone.
I'm leaving it. I don't know.
You're leaving it?
It's a woman, he doesn't want to touch it.
Alright,
Should we slap
I've
her in the
been
wagon
tortured
too, just
enough.
to bring it back to the family?
that's up to you.
I have been tortured enough by women today that I don't care. That I may be trying to do everything
mean,
toward battle.
You've only been tortured by one woman.
Are you...
Yes. The fact that you tortured me doesn't change it. So I'm taking it out
What's
on
the torture? It was
everybody.
for your own good.
No, it wasn't. You didn't have to torture me. I did not have to be naked.
I feel like he would have accepted regardless. Like, we either accept or we kill him when he turns, because then he would attack us.
Alright. So, do you put the other body into the wagon?
Since he doesn't want to touch her, I'll do it.
Alright.
What should we... Well, never mind, he burned the other half.
Yeah.
But I'm sure whoever's loved one that was wouldn't want to see them cleaved in half, so...
The other half is ash now.
Yeah, you're still very disturbed that there was no blood or anything on that body.
I am disturbed by that. Not natural.
Right. You have no idea what happened, why it's like that, how it got there, what happened to the other body, or anything else. You just know there's half a body in the woods, almost completely naked, save for the grime that was on him. So you bring him back, and you have Chaya performing a ritual. Okay.
Wait, I have one more question.
Yes?
Was he cleaved cleanly?
It looked very clean.
Okay. Well, since he'll be right back, I'll also be right back, because I gotta use the restroom.
Okay, so we got two people taking a rest, and unfortunately I don't have Stream Deck, so I can't pause. I need to invest in one once I get my proper PC.
Oh, that Scandinavian girl I've been watching, she was showing how her Steam Deck worked, and it's really cute.
Yeah. So if any of the other players need to go out, do something real quick, that would be acceptable.
I'm going to go get myself a drink.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Ow. Hashtag blame Zexel.
Hey, it's not me.
Well, you didn't blow up a fucking tower.
Oh, hold on. Would chucking the head out of blew it up?
You don't know it wouldn't have.
Oh, I want to. Would it have?
I have information, but it entirely depends on what happens here.
Oh, by the way, this may sound stupid, but you want to know something I didn't know until I started watching here? I didn't know that Scotland was in the UK.
I am the back.
God.
I thought it was like its own country.
No. The UK is United Kingdoms, as in multiple nations together. You're thinking about Britain, Great Britain, and England being separated.
Yeah,
I thought.
She doesn't have her headset on.
Hold on, this will also sound stupid.
Right.
I thought the UK and Britain were the same thing.
No,
Teacher.
it's like saying the United States and Ohio.
Blame the American education system because I didn't fucking know that.
Well, America doesn't like Britain simply because they told us or tried to tell us what to do.
It was the 1770s. Get over it.
To be fair,
I'm way over it to
America
the point
doesn't-
where I'll be happy for Britain to take us back.
Hey, but to be fair, America doesn't like anyone that isn't
What?
America or sucking our dick.
No, even then they don't like people sucking their dick because they're against gays.
Who's
This
against
is
the
true.
British?
Right?
Are you saying the British is against gays?
No, the U.S. Our resident T-perialist said that America doesn't like anyone that...
Isn't America or sucking our dick.
Yeah, it's like, even then, they don't like people sucking dick because you're either a whore or gay.
In the
No, but-
words of my grandpa, a homo.
Love the whores so long as it's free and you don't gloat about having people who want you for sex.
I want to go to Ireland and Wales.
You have every right to go there. You're not far removed.
What do you mean? If I wasn't Irish, I couldn't go?
No, you have every chance of residency.
I can live in Ireland because I'm Irish.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
As long as you're not 3 generations or more removed.
I don't know how many generations. I think my family's mostly Irish.
You think?
What do you mean?
I look at your family and it just screams Irish.
God, is she that pale?
Yes. Yes, I am. One time I shined a
I don't-
flashlight on my skin and it literally blinded everybody in the room.
It was like the flashbang.
God. Hold. Okay, that's not Irish. That's fucking shit.
Albino?
What's the name?
Albino.
The vampires off of Twilight.
Oh,
Oakley when
I
you
hate
hit
Twilight.
light. Same. It's
There's
a really
not
bad.
vampires, there's their fae.
My last name is Welsh.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Right.
Wait! My last name's fucking cool. It's the Welsh word for wolf.
Yeah.
I'm badass.
You never studied your last name?
No.
No.
No, I haven't.
Neither have I, and I kind
I
of.
mean,
I had
I
to
mean-
do it in school.
I did it in school too, and it means on the hill in Ukrainian.
Oh, that reminds me. I haven't seen my... Okay, so when I was in elementary school, one of my... I wouldn't say she was the best friend, but a girl I really liked was a... I don't want to call her refugee. That sounds... A foreign...
Immigrant?
student. Yeah, she was an immigrant. She was from Ukraine.
You forgot the word immigrant?
Yes, I did. But she was from Ukraine.
How American.
And I haven't seen her since, like, the 6th grade, and I'm like, where are you?
Alright, so, what are we doing with the party now?
I'm going to cast Speak with Dead on the skull thingy.
So we had a long rest. Because that's the only way she'd be able to cast Speak with Dead if she had a long rest.
It was-
Yeah, she was resting while we were searching for...
Yeah, it was
But that
3
was
hours.
2 hours.
No, it was 3 hours for you to go back, then 3 hours to trace your steps back. and assuming that you took about an hour or so to be here and reconvene. So at this point, it's about 6 p.m.
And I'm sure putting the bodies in the cart took some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I need to replace one of my. We'll just say remove curse for the moment is speak with dead.
Okay.
And there. That's the description.
I have to find
An otter. That's so cute.
Let's be fair. He's cute. We love our Tuperios.
I love otters.
We may give him a hard time, but we love him.
Oh no!
I think we made a mistake 200 years ago, personally.
Then again, the Britons were kind of dicks with their entire imperialist bullshit they were trying to pull.
Is the otter for his last name?
I think so.
Okay. I might copy paste mine.
So
Fail. I'm just an imperialist for tea.
you also like the Queen, so
I do like the queen. I'm sorry, Zarwalk. I'm sorry. I love her.
alright.
Fuck
I
the
know you
queen.
answered
She
me
gets the
feeling-
guillotine.
What I also like.
I mean, if
No,
you want to
I
fuck
think-
her, go ahead.
What I really like is that
I said she gets the guillotin. I
the
I'm not
didn't
gonna
mean
kink
it
shame
in
you.
literal.
the
I didn't mean it in the literal sense, Ziggy.
Dimitri's last name and Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Mm.
So I'm like, don't.
Alright. So
The anti-royalist is angry at the tea person.
I am a whale. I already knew you would be, but I don't care.
I don't have to worry about royalism here because America, we got no kings.
we have tyrants.
We
Technically,
do,
you had
but
an
we don't have kings.
technically you had an emperor.
No, we haven't. I can't even say it. It's closer to King Tut than we would wish to think. The only difference is actual age. The mental age is probably the same. So you cast Speak with Dead. After a moment, you hear a voice saying, "Why can't I see? Who wakes Jan?"
Yeah, about the same part. I'm afraid I can't help you there.
Why?
What
Why
what
do I
is your
smell
name?
ash?
Don't think you want to know.
I just have the biggest grin of just guilty and yet not feeling sorry at all.
That would be pride.
Yes.
Alright, so what would
Oh, I
Shia like to ask?
who are you, Skull?
Well, it's not a skull, it's a head. It's an actual semi-preserved head that is now missing
Oh,
its
so you mean
hair.
the flesh hasn't been totally burned away?
No, that was a wax layer on the skin.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So, Head, who are you, Head?
I am Jan, the Vistani.
Oh shit.
Or, well, Vistana.
What's the difference?
Number of things. I'd rather not go into the politics of it right now.
You can tell me later.
I was about to say not ask because that would have counted as a question.
Oh, how many questions can you ask it? Oh, okay.
Did you come to be this severed head?
Oh, that's actually a good question. I was banished from my clan for stealing. Some half-elf offered me a ride, and, well, I made a choice of trying to make it on my own and borrowing resources. The half-elf put a sword through my throat. Never trust a bard.
That we can agree on. I also don't trust a what is Shump again? A warrior?
He is
I
a
want
fighter and a
final-
magical girl.
I've Never trust one of these fighters over here either. They do stupid stuff, and the wizard too.
Don't trust these people in general. The only person who
Yeah.
hasn't done anything
The
stupid,
wizard is the reason why you can't see right now.
the only person that hasn't done anything completely stupid or cruel is, honestly enough, ironically enough, our neutral evil character.
I didn't do anything, Crow. I don't know what you're talking about.
Tortured me.
This is true.
What? Anyhow,
Anyway,
Okay.
ask the skull more
so
questions.
do you know whose tower this is? Ask to-
The half elf brought me back. Had his monkey carry me upstairs. And
Wait a fucking minute.
he
No.
he knew stories of it, so he made this his whole. He brings me back a few times a week to ask.
Okay, hold the fucking phone. I'm not asking this of him, so don't worry about the question thing. Is he talking about that dude we've been running into who owns Piccolo? Oh my fucking god!
We show him Piccolo.
I have Piccolo with me,
Piccolo's back in the city.
and also he's blind right now because Zexel fucking burned him.
This is true.
We bring him back to the town and have someone.
Are you going to explain why you have a severed head that is mostly melted?
We can hide him in one of our bags.
Then the head
I
would
will
be
keep the head with me.
quickly decaying.
Why?
Yes. Hey,
Those are preservative oils that were suddenly blown up.
Wait. I
Alright.
have an idea. I have an idea on how we explain it. We found him in a magical towel. Him is in the head. We found the head in the.
Or
in the
you
magical
can let me
towel.
do my Raven Queen work stuff, and the head will hopefully last longer. I'm sure there's embalming techniques that Chaya knows.
It's also the fact that these people have been
Yes, but
avoiding this tower for a reason. Do you really want to tell them that you went inside?
Why not? What have I got to feel? I've already literally fought the law.
I won.
Yes, you fought one person.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's the one.
Imagine 300 people chasing you out of town.
Hold on, I want to add
It was
one
the
person he
strongest-
fought is the one person everyone was afraid of. So.
Yeah. No one's gonna want to fuck with me. They know I can win.
Also,
Yeah,
they're
you
innately
faced-
afraid of him.
You faced a bear. You're asking to fight 300 rabid dogs.
I'm just kidding.
It shoved Ziggy. What do you expect?
This is fair. Alright, so you have one question left.
Alright,
Is it Hope being like
what can you
this?
tell us about the wizard, about Strahd?
Alright, there's actually a section of things he knows.
And I can always just bring the head back to life like the wizard did, so I'm not actually that concerned really about 5 questions.
Alright, so he doesn't know too much about he says that Strahd is the great evil who rules like a tyrant. Only the Vistani are on his sweet side, or those he wishes to use as playthings. He will often befriend people who are adventurers in a way to cure him. However, no one, or rarely anyone, who comes to these lands survive once they leave the cities.
He was awfully nice to me.
I'm about to poke Shum. Yeah.
Why? What have I done? This time.
Poke means something different in D&D. Anyhow,
Yeah,
so about
she's
his
about to
size.
smack you with some damage.
Am I back in?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
So that's 5 questions, and the voice goes silent.
Alright, do I have to use another spell slot? And should I use another spell slot and bring him back, or do we have all the information we want from him at this moment?
I think
I
we
agree.
have everything.
What?
I can't think of anything else.
Zexel Shump?
I think it's what we know is what we get, I would guess. What about you, Shump? Do you think we should ask the head more questions?
Basically, I don't want to risk pissing off Chai anymore. She may torture me more. So
I have a feeling he
if
just
she's done,
wants...
if she's done using spell slots, I'm not gonna ask her to go any further.
I'm almost certain that Shump wants to take that head and just kick it like a football into the woods.
Actually, no.
Because I'm holding it.
I did want to yeet it out the window because that's a fucking head in a box. That's fucking scary. We're already outside and holding it and talking to it. I don't know what good it would do to yeet it into the woods.
You wouldn't have to
Hey.
see it again?
That's fair, actually. That is very fair.
Okay, so I'm going to wonder. Oh, I know. I'm going to cast Speak with the Dead again, and I'm going to ask the head. This journal here, it mentions a baker and various other things that aren't dated. Would you happen to know who these people are, or anything about this?
He takes a look at... well, once you tell him the names of one of the people who died, he says that the woman died over 40 years ago. And she was some protector of a camp or town, I'm unsure of which. As you look at him, you see like a light glimmer on his skin starting to fade away. Or a very similar glimmer that the oil had.
I have to learn him. I'm gonna have to embalm this head, aren't I? Thanks, Zexil.
Let me yeet it out a window. Oh, you have
No,
it.
that
Set it on fire.
Trump,
was
you then would
fun.
have made Chaya very angry.
No.
Fail. Who's to say I was saying that in character? I could have just been saying that to Val.
Would you want to make Chaya angry?
Oh, not really.
At this rate, he's going to develop a fetish. Breaking someone's mind like that during all nude often rewires the brain in some weird ways.
I
Okay,
mean,
well,
in
now
real
I'm-
life.
Now I'm questioning why I actually enjoy that kind of shit in person.
Well, it's
I was about to say.
it's actually just because it's common for those who are victims of sexual abuse to be more attracted to the atrocities that they experienced as a form of coping. It's
Okay,
like
but I wasn't sexually abused. I was only mentally and emotionally.
which could get you excited to be mentally and emotionally degraded as well. The fact that you're naked is just a side effect.
Yeah, I do like being degraded. Fuck!
You're talking to someone who studied psychology for a bit.
I mean, you also like to sabotage yourself too. So
No, that's not something I like doing. That's just something I do.
It's a subconscious
Even though
effect of
you-
mental abuse.
Yes.
I actually
You don't
quite
need
hate
to
that I
do it.
self-sabotage.
I don't think
I
you
actually
need to
quite
do it. Your mind just does it anyway.
You're not entirely aware that you're doing it. So, you have 4 more questions for the head again.
Right. Okay. So
If this
got the
thing wasn't named already, I would have called it Bob because of Dresden.
I mean, he doesn't have a body. He would just bob.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to ask him if there's about these mists around. What are these mist things that surround Boravia?
They are an effect of the curse. A great might brought as a reminder from those who rule the realms, those who rule over even Strahd. As the word Strahd comes out, the head seems to spasm and shiver a bit. The spirits over the land, for each one who dies, the mists grow stronger.
What is this curse? Who cast this curse?
It was an effect that came from, I believe, the Amber Temple.
Oh, we have to go there.
Legend says he sought power and left cursed.
And how did Strahd get this curse?
It is unknown. No one who goes into the temple survives. There hasn't been true guardians of it in over 200 years.
It's this temple too.
I dare not go near it. Not even in life.
Can I ask one more?
This would be the last question you can ask it.
Can I ask you something before I ask it?
Yeah.
Did he say if I can't remember the name of the guy who owns Piccolo, but did he mention any motives?
Rictavio?
Did he mention any motives that guy had?
He didn't mention any motives of Rictavio.
Or like why Rictavio keeps him here?
He said that Rictavio would ask him questions.
That's the only reason that he knows of?
Yeah,
Alright.
but that's all the information that you were given. You never asked what or why exactly he was kept. Or what he was asked.
Okay. I think asking something along those lines would be a good final question.
So, this is the last question.
If that's okay with China.
Alright, the last question. By the way, wait, beforehand, would I know anything about the Amber Temple?
No. This is something you wouldn't know. But did you hear Chunhua about her suggestion for the final question?
She can go ahead and ask if she wants.
Does he know the dude by name, or should I just say the guy with the monkey?
He knows Rictavio.
Okay. I'm trying to think of how I could word it without him just saying, I answered his questions again. Okay, what kind of questions was Rictavio asking?
He would ask about Vistani, about the devil, and of other vampires in this area. Anything that would have power, anything he believed may... I don't know, he had obsession over Strahd and vampires.
Oh, Chai probably doesn't know, so I should say it. Rictavio is also not a Barovia, like how we aren't. So I don't know if he's asking all those questions because he's trying to escape like we are, or because he has some other motive.
We could always ask him.
That is as is right now. And once again, the voice goes silent.
Alright, how many spell slots do I have left?
That's been almost all day, so I do have to do this.
You'd have like 2 more.
Okay.
I have the ability to speak with him 2 more times before I have to rest a long time and embalm this head because someone melted the oils that were preserving it off.
As the party starts settling again, you hear loud crash and cracks and claps of thunder coming from above.
Like directly above?
Oh, it's almost as if it's moving closer, but it is coming from east to west, rather than west to east.
Let me rephrase the question. Does it sound like a natural storm, or is someone magically doing
You are unsure.
Okay.
And given the natural height of storm clouds, that would be far out of the range of detect magic. Even
That
if you
would
got to
be,
the
yes.
tallest or even if you found the tallest mountain.
Also, I'm afraid of heights.
Just don't look.
That's going to be fun later.
Don't look out the window.
Kind of hard not to when you're forced to fight on a rooftop.
Are we downstairs?
Future reference.
Oh.
So it's up to the party if they want to keep playing 20 questions. Because, with 4 spell slots, it is 20 questions.
That is true.
I look at the group and I say, okay, it sounds like we have a storm coming. Are we just going to stay here, or are there any more questions that you want to ask the head, or what?
I don't think we should ask the head anything. I think we should prepare for the storm, if it is indeed a storm.
It's about 2 hours travel from here to Krezek if you wish to travel there now. The brother says...
What about back to the town so we can show?
About 4 hours.
Let's just take the 2
Do you
hours.
think you could beat the storm?
If we rush, we can. But, with what I've seen and these... he recoils from what you would assume to be a smell. Well, mongrels. I'm unsure if it would be smarter to go slower or faster.
If you're talking about the werewolves, we killed them.
Yeah, they're dead and rotting.
You're saying they smell like super bad.
Yeah, because a few of these were burnt to a crisp, a couple were sliced into bits, and now you've just been leaving 17 corpses on the ground.
It's a warning for the next person.
I'm going to go ahead and put the head back into the box and put the box in my bag.
Okay.
Because that's totally okay. In case we need the head for more information. I look at the group and I say, I think we should probably rush and get back to town. We need to, did you guys manage to find his son?
Potentially. We don't know. We'll have to wait until they see the body.
Alright, I suppose that's the best we can do. I think we should just rush back to town.
Which town are you going to? Because if you're going to Valaki, it would be about 4 hours going on rough road. It would be about 3 hours if you hurry, because still rough road. And you would be heading directly into the storm, and you'd very, very likely be caught up into it. Because it's going from east to west, rather than west to east. And Valaki is to the east.
So Valaki would already be
what do you guys
in the
think?
storm. So that's a bad idea.
It's up to the party of what they wish to do.
My only worry is that by the time we get these bodies back to their families, they're going to be super decayed and smelling bad.
They could be gentle reposed as a ritual.
Oh, well then that's fine.
Not only that, it's 3 hours. How much more can they possibly rot in 3 hours?
Lot.
So, yeah, just ritual gentle repose on the bodies, and they'll stay semi kind of fresh for around 8 hours.
So this is what we become. We become the corpse crew.
Yes,
To be fair, we've already been this.
Either you're
several
making them
times.
or you're taking them.
Yeah.
This is true. And Ziggy, I see that meme you posted.
Yeah, it's not wrong. It's really not wrong with this group. For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
come on.
hope we-
Shump with the 2 fucking rats. They're rats, not drums.
Nonsense, the drums.
I'm just imagining you playing the beat to Du Hast with these rats.
It's not even a good song.
But it has a good beat.
Oh.
It has a violently good beat.
Oh, I
Yes.
would rather be playing America by Rammstein.
But it doesn't have a good
We
beat.
are America.
Like, I'm saying
It has a better beat than that. Du Hast is not good in any way to me.
it's not
I've
that good, but at the same time, Du Hast has that, like,
Hmm.
signature
Du Hast.
repetitive beat.
Du
And you can
Du Hast.
imagine someone just double fisting rats,
Hast.
beating them to
Du
the beat of that drum.
Nichts gesagt.
I don't care. I've listened to the original. I've listened to the cover by Motionless in White. It's not good.
Alright, so enough about beating rats. Where are we going? Are we going to Krezik to try to beat the
Krezik.
storm?
We're going to
Or-
Wallach.
Krezik.
Okay, we're going to Krezik. I must bring us
Hey.
back to the map of the valley.
Now, Krezik may not appreciate us bringing in a head and a corpse.
The head is
2
hidden.
bodies, actually.
3.
Yeah, they may not.
3
They
bodies.
may not. Okay, they may not enjoy us bringing in corpse.
We
We'll
could
just
always
ask for their dead, if there's any dead we can take from them, and it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
we can act. What the fuck are they called? We can act like the people who stroll into towns, like bring your dead here.
Uh,
They ring a bell.
Bring out your dead.
What are those?
Bring out your dead.
Corpse takers.
Oh,
corpse takers.
Yeah,
Literally just corpse takers.
It'd be like
Either
5
making them or
gold.
taking them.
5 gold. Bring out your dad.
We'll cut him a deal at 1 gold.
Okay, I gotta check my notes
5
again.
silver.
Okay, I got to check my notes in order to predict distances properly.
Bring out
So,
your dead.
Each hex should be 1 mile, though.
it's quarter mile. That's the issue.
Oh yeah.
I have the notes. It's just a pain in the ass because it doesn't give me exactly what I need. 12 R2V is... Okay. So it's about 4 miles.
Well, it's
so-
like 14 hexes. So...
Yeah, it's 4 miles in total. So, guess what? After roll 3.
Random encounters.
Okay.
We fight something.
That is entirely up to the table at this point.
I want
Zorovich.
some. I want some XP.
You'll get XP, don't worry.
I want to set something on fire.
If you want
You
to, you
have.
can.
I know. I
You
want
can
to set
set
more
Trump
things
on
on
fire.
fire.
Okay. So,
No, Chaya. Rude.
I'm surprised that Shump is even talking to Chaya.
this is true.
I was saying that to you directly.
Out of character.
So 13. Joy. Y'all talk amongst yourselves because some motherfucker has to prepare.
Cool.
Shump, you're not. No hard feelings, of course.
I'm just going to glare at you for a moment before just
No, you're gonna glare at a
going
woman.
back. What?
Going to glare at a
Ch-
woman.
Che is a woman. You're going to glare at a woman. Something you're afraid of.
Yes, I'm a whale. That's why. That's why I was saying if I can finish the sentence, I'm gonna glare at you for a second before looking away and scooting a few inches farther away.
Oh, that's awesome. You fixed. Ah, fuck me.
Thank you.
For once, that's not an offer for you. I have to roll. Fuck
Hey,
it. One
Trump,
of you give me 2d6.
2d6.
Did it. 4.
Why the fuck did I think that started with the goddamn B?
I don't know.
Oh my god, I can't get
Does Trump hate women?
He's afraid.
Yeah.
Being
was one of
afraid
the
of
rules I
something
made.
doesn't mean being afraid of something
You
doesn't mean
hate
you're.
Alright, I'm gonna take that one then. Y'all are assholes.
I'm afraid
Yeah.
of moths, but I think they're very beautiful.
Yeah, like I'm scared of you. I don't hate you.
Okay. This sucks.
What?
Sure, you don't hate China?
It's because these are not properly ordered. Like, you got fucking Noble next to fucking Revenant. Even though there's shit like Poltergeist in this damn thing. So motherfucker's gonna have to reorganize it.
Yeah, and a lot
Say
of
that.
them are go like, oh,
To
go to the monster manual to get this monster.
well,
Or
luckily
you,
I have everything I need for this because I bought the module. It's just it's not organized. Okay. While I read, I am gonna have to ask you to do your HP bars and that.
I can't
Because
even control my
I
token.
know. I'm changing it in a second. All right.
Random
Duo
encounter.
HP balls.
I'm doing it right now. Y'all should be on the map now.
And Owl Buddy's here. Yay! I did do that.
For the moment.
Hayner's not here. Ignore him.
Does not exist.
And move your characters real quick so they properly align to the grid. Then I just have to read what I have, or find what I have to read, then we can continue what the hell we need. That was a lot of rhyming.
Hello.
Buenos noches.
Done.
A gaunt figure with wild hair and bare feet bounds towards you on all fours, wearing a tattered gown of stitched animal skins. You can't tell whether it's a man or a woman. It stops, sniffs the air, and laughs like a lunatic. The ground nearby is crawling with tiny twig monsters. And before you roll for the initiative, I need to bring this up, okay? I need to bring up their pages. Not that tiny. Why? Because, if we have planned random encounters to roll, fuck. You're not there. Bye. By the way, can everyone confirm that they can in fact see?
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chaya, can you see?
I can see.
Awesome. This is gonna suck because now I have 2 sheets I need to manage. Let me remove this, and I'm gonna do this a bit more fun than last time. Okay. So, Yeah, y'all do your initiative.
Alright, initiative.
Y'all know.
Make sure to click your token.
They seem to got
Chad.
it down. Or, yeah.
Yeah, I
This is
see their
correct.
token on there. And you look at it too.
Well, here's the bright side. I'm doing individuals rather than group initiative because this is a manageable number.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
if
last time
there's
it was
like
a bit
tons
extreme.
if there's like tons of enemies, sometimes for my personal opinion, I just do like individual initiative and then have them do their turns in clockwise order.
Yeah, that's what I had to do for the last one. Okay, I need to do this. I need to see that. And this can actually go right here because that's actually a good position for that. Please stop. Then we are going to decide who is doing what first. The first one is the strange little being, although I'm sure you can see the names because
I can't actually.
No, we can't.
that is awesome.
Well, all we could do is see the names from the initiative thing.
Yeah, we do see that there.
I don't see the names on the initiative.
Well,
No,
I do.
the roll bar.
Yeah, in the chat.
Oh, the roller.
Okay, so fuck. I need to confirm their movement speeds. All right, it's base. Okay, awesome. So 30.
This may actually be fun.
Yeah, this one just straight up runs straight to the party. This one does the same.
Oh, so she's not running in feel. Okay.
They're running towards us.
Yeah, they're sprinting towards you. Which brings us to Chaya. Yeah. And sorry if I sound overwhelmed. It's just, I didn't plan for this map to be this big. I just stole it off the internet. Because they didn't have a random encounter map. They didn't have a forest road map or anything. Which is stupid.
You couldn't find a forest road map on Roll20 itself.
No, I mean, this sticks to the grid, so it's fine. It's just stupid that this module was 100% prepared, didn't have this kind of map.
Yeah, that would be dumb.
Because you're spending about 80% of your time, well, your characters are spending 80% of their time on the road.
Instead of any of the dungeons, because they're like miles away between each other.
They're scattered
And
around
sometimes days
everything.
of travel.
Alright, so, Chaya, what are you doing? And sorry for reverting forward and back from accents. The idiots in my head like to prepare their characters.
Let's see. I assume they're just attacking, right?
It definitely looks like it. If you want to do an insight check, you can tell for sure. I'll count that as a free action.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Because the reason why I'm counting it as a free action is because I'm assuming since none of them could directly reach you, you could tell from there. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're here to play cards.
So hit them really
that's
hard.
unfortunate. Okay, so for I guess
Fuck, I should have asked for.
How far away are they?
The furthest one is 105 feet.
Yeah. Each of these squares are standard, so each one's 5 feet.
So you could like move away.
Okay, 30 feet. Cool.
You could move and then just hit them with something.
Hang on. Let me hide Shump because he's not supposed to be here.
He's not?
Or not in the fight.
Why?
Because we have 4 people. That's my overall rule. He's
No, you're talking about
Yeah, you
Hainer.
said Shump.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. My bad.
I
was like, why isn't Shump here?
Yeah, I was very confused. Like, I didn't
No,
leave.
it's because one of my alters reminded me to tell you that you have your abilities on your weapons again because you're outside of the field.
Oh yay! This bitch in front of me
It's
is
just
fucking destroyed.
So I'm just gonna throw a guiding bolt at the pack over here,
Which one?
since it's 120 feet.
yeah. The only issue is that I have to cover up half of these guys as for right now. So which one did you want?
Let's go for this guy.
All right. At 10 is a miss.
Sad. And there's nothing else I can do.
Okay. And just because rule of cool, I do say intimidation checks can be used as a bonus action, simply as like, I just smacked you, what are you going to do about it kind of thing.
That doesn't make sense.
Because you're going to be shit-talking mid-fight.
Yeah, because that's basically what Chum does every fight. Every time I hit someone,
Yeah.
he's
All
like,
the
and then I
time.
say this.
Yeah. I mean,
To be fair, I was desperately trying to stay alive, so like fucking intimidation.
yeah, it's just,
I just
it
did
makes
one
sense that you're going to talk and grunt and say shit, because within the rules of the game, it's 6 seconds. What can you do within 6 seconds within your turn?
Your ear is so red.
So anything that you see in a vine, you could do in a turn.
Oh, that's a lot of stupid.
Yeah, and you have matched almost half of it.
I have.
I say he
Which is
surpassed
impressive.
over half.
Okay, so it brings us to Owl Buddy.
Owl Buddy will go and fly over to Shump, giving him the help action, and then fly away. And that's
you,
Owl
Owl Buddy.
Buddy's turn. Owl Buddy's the best.
Oh no.
Thank you, Owl Buddy. I promise I won't try to kill you again.
Fuck, I gotta read these. But it'll bring us to Zexelzera.
All right. I am going to fireball these guys.
Easy.
If you didn't see it, he's aiming for the one that
Yeah.
I was aiming at.
Well, Fireball is all of them.
Is not.
Oh,
Also, it's not a that.
it's 9 and missed, because 10 was.
Well, Fireball, it's a saving
It's a
throw.
dexterity saving throw, so it's not a ranged attack like that.
Yeah.
I see.
Because you get a ball of fire that's 20 feet or 40 feet across.
Alright, that makes sense.
20-foot radius, 40 feet across. Yeah. So Dex.
Yes. And one fail.
One
One
success.
save. One fail.
Go ahead.
And it's 20. Oh, it's 20. It's 20 foot. So aiming at that guy, all 4 of them get hit.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius. So.
You only rolled for 3 of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What he's saying.
Oh. Sorry,
That's
I was
what I
moving
mean.
books so I don't fuck things up.
You hit Constitution.
So
Fuck.
We fail.
okay,
Alright,
that's 3 fails.
so roll damage, or was that it? 9 damage? No,
Uh,
that's no way. That's no way.
No, that was accidental.
Coding? Alright. So
Yeah.
roll damage.
It's only 2 fails, because only...
No, 3. 3 fails.
How many people are there? I thought it was only 4.
Because only 1 passed.
Doesn't the 11 pass because Zexel rolled 9?
No. It's based off of his spell save DC.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so give us damage. Because there's always a chance that this doesn't fucking matter.
So
Dope.
all 1s or 2s.
It doesn't matter.
29.
They're all dead.
Oh. Oh.
They're all dead.
Goodbye.
That was easy.
Fireball just sends them
Well,
to hell.
remember the rules of the wild. Just because you're out there doesn't mean everything's going to be your level. That applies to them too.
Oh.
Fair point.
So, I feel like the enemy should be getting intimidated. Like, if I just saw 5 of my comrades just get eliminated,
Actually,
Yeah.
no. Immune to fear.
wow.
And fearless
Oh.
leader.
Oh, so I just gotta kill that bitch, and then they get that feel.
No, they're all immune to fear.
Essentially, fearless leader is that as long as you have people to lead, you're never afraid.
Oh.
I need
Right.
that charger.
Which brings us to Shump.
That was
Here,
funny,
man.
though.
I'm going to, as I'm running to, touch my soul gem to transform. And I'm gonna swing my maul.
19 against which?
One
The
right in
leader,
front of
he
me.
said, I think.
Alright, that one is a hit.
And plus 14. 24.
Yeah, he's pretty fucked up. 24, alright. So, you hear him cursing in some language you don't understand.
We didn't understand it. What language are they speaking?
Probably
Well, it's...
that language only druids can learn, probably.
These are
well,
druids?
it's a language that Shump doesn't understand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can
Well,
see in the
yeah.
bar or
Mhm.
whatever when you roll for initiative. That's what druids a druid.
But it's druidic, deep speech, and I can't
Why
remember
would
what the
druids
fuck.
be working with
Hey,
deep
hold
one
up.
speech?
drow have a language that only
Hold
they
up.
can learn.
Hold up.
Is that the one you're
Wait,
thinking of?
I just realized.
What?
That says 19. Because of champion, 19s are critical.
Wait, that's a modded 19.
Yeah, not a nat
Oh,
19.
yeah.
That's why it's not a crit.
Okay, yeah, no, okay, yep.
So,
I had a
also,
momentary dumb.
Also, you
I had a
can
momentary
set the
dumb.
crit range in your weapon to be 19.
I think, yeah, I
think
did.
he did that
I
last
had
time because Exel talked him through it. I mean, Dell
Yeah.
talked him through it.
Yeah, I had a momentary dumb.
Alright,
It's a dirty 19. Don't worry about it.
so he's got druidic, deep speech, and, the book only says it's some form of ancient Elvish.
I speak common and orc.
Does he speak common?
No, he does not.
Yes.
Alright, so if that's everything for Shump, dead,
Because I
dead.
can.
I
Dead.
speak
Yeah.
deep speech.
Alright, you want to translate? Or do you not care because he's about to die?
I want to translate. What did he say?
Go ahead and give me a perception check because it was pretty gravelly considering he just took a maul to the head.
Fair. Perception?
Yeah.
Oh wow! What's his face from Walking Dead? Glenn.
Glenn?
I glenned him.
No, that was... I hated that. Because Glenn was one of my favorite characters.
I laughed because that show was really bad.
Yeah, I stopped watching it after Glenn died. I was like, fuck this. And even then, it was like, I had been wanting to stop for a while.
You hear... what you hear is, the Gulthias staff shall drink your blood.
Cool, I'll relay that to them just so they're aware. Be like, hey, I speak deep speech, this is what he said.
Alright. Which brings us to Chunhua.
Oh snap. Am I in range to Eldritch Blast, or am I too far?
You're in range.
Okay.
You're within walking distance.
Cool.
Eldritch Blast is like 120
Crit
feet
miss.
long.
Cool. And then I get to just
Shump, give me a dex save.
I'm sorry.
Oh no!
I'm
I
sorry.
hate you.
That's a fail.
I hate
So
you.
that's 1 damage die going to Shump.
Alright.
So roll that first one for Shump.
I'm sorry.
And the second one is a miss as well.
On my
Oh,
side.
I clicked it. Sorry.
That's fine.
-9.
Yes.
Sorry.
Which brings us to the Druid.
That just gives me more flashbacks to the other campaign where I crit missed and almost killed somebody.
Upon being hit, I'm gonna look back at Chunwon like, what the hell is wrong with you?
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
While you're
Under
looking
way.
backwards, another dex save.
Ah, fucking hell.
For everyone in range.
Who's in range?
Which is all those needle things.
Hey!
15-foot cube originating from him. He gets to choose which way the cube is facing.
So who's it hitting?
I'm figuring it out. Alright?
Okay.
Okay, I need to
Pass.
move this. So, it's 15 feet from him. So yeah,
So
it's just
only
Shump.
Shump.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So you still take 5 damage.
It does half with a good save?
Yeah. And then, as is... Then as his second action, he's going to put Shillelagh on his quarterstaff.
What is that?
That. The quarterstaff's damage stays the same, but it becomes magic.
And, yeah.
And uses wisdom.
Okay.
If, wisdom is higher
So
than strength.
basically the benefit is if something needs to be hit by a magical weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's also fun to say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with my Shillelagh.
That word feels very Irish.
It is. Okay, which brings us to Needle Blight.
And they
You know what
charge
I
a
would love
Shump.
to learn if it wasn't basically a dead language is Celtic.
Leedle Blight. It is going to use Needle on Zexel.
It's a
Oh,
cactuar.
no. It miss.
Okay. Brings us to the next one, who's going to do the same. Oh!
That missed.
Fucking a crit miss with a good crit. That's amazing.
That is... I never thought I would
That's-
see that.
That's a 2 out of 5 chance of happening. No, even more. Holy shit.
How's it 2 out of 5? Wouldn't it be 2 out of 40?
I'm just saying with like a single dice, but yes, that's 2 out of 4. No, that's 1 out of 20. Because everything
Well,
gets
actually, it's
halved.
more.
Wouldn't there?
It's actually more specific than that, because you have to add every single possible die roll on it in order to get this exact one. You're looking at it at face value, as in any 2 numbers popping up without specifying which one.
Well, on a 20-sided die, so this would...
It'd be over 1 in 400.
I don't want to do the math for this, yeah.
It's over 1 in 400.
Oh, that's really... Wow, that is whale.
So that is a miss, and
What does it happen to it?
I have to... phone! Simply
GC gave me a really cool deck of what happens with crit fumble.
Well, this is a ranged attack coming from a quote-unquote natural weapon. So, rolled a 2. That's nothing good on his end. Druid has to make a dexterity save. Fuck, didn't mean to do that. So he has to make a dex save. And he passes. Okay. Which brings us to child. When it comes to natural weapons, I have it split up into 2 things. Both melee and range, and it's weird. Alright, so Chaya, your turn.
Alright. Oh, they're still alive. They should go. Die. I'm going to go ahead and... Where's my spirit weapon? Oh yeah, I'm just going to cast spiritual weapon. And I'm going to summon my war pick.
And then hit the druid with it?
And then hit the druid. Which one's the druid? This one?
Yeah.
Yes. The
yeah,
one that looks like with the bird on.
Alright, cool. Does that hit?
Hang on. I'm trying to give you your hammer, or your pick. I can't find a war pick, so you're going to get a hammer with a spike on it.
I mean, that's kind of what a war pick is,
Yeah.
when you think about it.
Yeah, that's a hit.
So, do that.
9 force damage. And he is down. He
Hey.
is very bloody, but not dead.
And we can
Man,
speak
that
with
means
these
I don't
dead.
That means I don't get to kill him.
Well, you can kill him. He's just unconscious on the ground.
That's a very weak druid. But anyway.
This is also a set encounter for one specific thing.
I want to speak with
Ah.
these dead to figure out why these druids are attacking us.
The blights.
Right?
Can the blights talk?
Well, technically they're wood people, so they're also the battle's still going on, so
well, she's trying to talk, so that would be a persuasion or something on her turn. And she never officially ended her turn.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to, I guess, persuade. Say, hey, why are you guys attacking us?
Give persuasion.
Right. There. Whoops. Wrong one. Core.
You hear an unearthly screech coming from it. Almost as if a tornado is pouring out of a cavern. Just that kind of hollow sound resonating from it. And
Language is
that's about
this?
Interesting.
So that
Deep speech lady. Can you translate that?
Is it deep speech? Or
No.
Is it just no. It's just a scream.
it's just howling. Which would bring us to Owl Buddy. That is the end of the turn.
Owl Buddy can go over giving Shump
The blight,
again
the
the
help
help action.
Give the blight the help action.
No, the Shump the help action. and then go away again. Because
And-
Owl Buddy's the best buddy.
Then Zexelzera. Fireball centered on Shump.
No.
Just the softest. No.
Where can I aim the fireball without hitting Shump?
What's the radius?
20 feet. So
If you hit Chump, nobody's
While,
gonna.
while also hitting
you
all
really
the
wouldn't be
enemies?
able to hit them because it would have to be from like here, and even then, please, come on. I'm trying to get Snap to center, bitch.
Alright, well, I'm gonna Scorching Ray the two surviving Needle Blights then.
Yeah, Scorching Ray would probably be the best. Those are hits. All three are hits.
6, 7, and 8.
Okay, how do you want to hit them?
This one gets 6, and that gets 7, and that gets 8.
Wait, there's another one on the field.
No, he marked the top one twice.
Okay,
Top one
so
gets,
top one's dead.
yeah, top one gets 6 and 8. That one gets 7.
So that bottom one is very crispy right now, and has some embers glowing inside of it now. Which brings us to Shump.
They're both still alive, correct?
Yes.
Yes, but the druid is on the ground, twitching and very, very bloody.
And the needle blight is crispy.
Yeah.
Still alive,
Alright.
but also
Fine,
on
I'll-
fire.
The needle all.
That is it. And it is dead.
It is now kindling.
No, that is now splintered. He
Hey.
did its total health just on the initial swing.
Then isn't it overkill?
Yes, it is. So if you wish, you may describe this kill.
Oh no, I'm content with just smashing it so hard it just splinters, and maybe a few splinters pierce the flesh of the little druid.
The druid is still, by all means, alive.
He just is inconvenienced by the splinters.
No, he's on the ground, very bloodied.
Inconvenienced by the splinters.
Is he conscious or no?
No, he is not conscious.
Okay, so if so, I was just gonna needlessly like, where's all your friends now?
Dead, 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 dead. Alive. Chunwa.
What?
I'm planning XP.
I'm gonna go to the druid and cast Speak with the Dead.
Well, he's dead
He's
now.
not-
Which one?
Both.
Cool. Alright.
He lost his spell because he lost his bark skin.
Want to know why this druid attacked us? And
He's not dead.
Great.
he's not.
No, he's not dead. I thought he was dead.
I did a
Oh.
whole 3 damage.
You're telling me he wasn't? I could have attacked him instead.
He's unconscious. He's not
Fuck.
dead.
Oh,
Just go up and kill him.
not my tone.
Oh.
It would. I'm guessing none of y'all are interested in saving him, so I should count that as a failed death save.
Yeah.
And I just want to send my war pick up and kill him.
Go for it if you want to.
Slit his throat. Slit his throat.
Okay, yeah, that's under spells, and then I keep always thinking it's a 4th level spell, or
Attacks
3rd level
and-
spell for some reason.
Attacks and spell casting. It should be in there.
Where is it? Spiritual weapon. There we go.
Okay,
Oh.
that's a crit.
Yes.
I did.
Damn, you didn't have to do him like that.
There we go. He
14 force damage.
Oops, sorry.
Funny enough, he's still not dead.
What
What?
the fuck?
You have to do his total HP and into the negatives to actually kill him.
Oh, they're gonna die then.
So he needs another war pick.
Ow, buddy.
Oh, buddy, we'll give me the help action, and yeah, that's his turn.
Then Zexel.
All right. I'm sorry. Fire.
God damn it!
Are you planning on Chump getting hit or just outside of the radius?
I only want to hit the druid.
Okay. So Chump is losing his eyebrows, essentially.
I'm
And that's-
fine with that.
And that's 26 fire damage.
Yeah, now he's dead.
Cool.
Damn it!
He's very crispy.
I'm gonna hit the corpse.
Finally, now I
don't
can go
care.
speak with him.
I'm gonna hit the corpse. I don't care.
That's 150 experience to everyone.
Hey. And now I can go speak with him and find out why he attacked us.
Because he felt like it.
Huh?
Because he felt like it.
You can't understand him because he's speaking druidic now.
Oh no. Speak deep speech, bitch.
Would I be able to cast comprehend languages, and that would be able to allow people to talk to him?
It depends on the target.
Would only one of us be able to understand if he did that?
I can't wait for you to get here because it's going to terrify you.
Me,
gonna laugh.
specifically?
Yeah.
Or everyone?
Well, you, because of your fears.
Like my real life fears or my character's fears?
Character fears.
Oh.
Alright,
For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear.
Okay.
Oh, it's only self. Oh.
It's
And I
okay,
don't
it's your turn to be translator now. Why are there two Chayas?
I don't know. Why am I seeing double of everyone?
I don't know.
Oh, look, I duplicated myself.
Why?
I don't know.
Chump
I
is
don't
now
even know how I.
terrified.
Yeah. No, I
I don't even know how I managed to do that. Hey, Shump,
running
look, it's
away.
two of me.
I'm running away.
I don't see two.
Okay.
I want this
I'm
to be
gonna...
canon like the time Shump went into the void.
I forgot about that.
Alright, I'm ritual casting comprehend languages on myself.
Okay. Sorry for the people who hear me eating. I'm off my meds today, and God fucking damn it, if I'm not gonna eat. My medicine kills my appetite. And no, it's not different food. They just gave us a lot of food when we got it.
I know that sounds like a bottom.
Alright.
Oh.
So, he says that you are within the vampire staff's territory. You're either going to die or become food.
Empire Strahd, you said? Huh.
The
Well,
vampire staff.
Vampire stuff. What's the
What?
vampire?
Can we ask him why Druid is working for the vampires? Like he doesn't want to die, something like that?
You have 4 more questions.
and I'm translating.
So, literally
I'm going
at any
to ask
point, he
him.
could just say no.
Do you see vampire staff?
Yes.
Is that like a name or is that like an actual staff?
Hang on.
Oh, so it's an actual staff. Where is the staff?
Does the spell say he has to be cooperative?
No.
The corpse must have a mouth. Fails if the corpse. Oh.
Wait, wouldn't the corpse
Uh.
be ashes because I fireballed him?
I said he's
Don't
twisted,
spell it.
not
You can ask
Ash.
the corpse what the thought. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the language it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, and repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer truthful answers if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy.
Okay. I just need to know if it was being cooperative, because the only reason why that head earlier was talking to you is because the oil.
Oil.
Yeah. The oil that its head was in. That,
Oh,
you
it was
know,
a truth serum.
no, it
Oh, well.
was meant to magically preserve memory.
Ah, gotcha. Well, I can actually go ahead and force him to tell us the truth
How?
because I have Zone of Truth.
That would only affect a living being, though.
I don't recall it saying that in the spell description.
Hmm.
It says a creature. You're technically talking to the spirit.
You are actually talking to a corpse, and corpses can't make saving throws.
It would fail or what?
If it is something, it's entirely dependent. So if it's an attack, it automatically passes. If it's something like you're trying to erase its soul, it automatically fails.
Right. No, I'm just getting it to tell the truth.
Alright. So it will say, the staff will feast on the wine as well as you.
That's nice. Now, where's the staff?
The Holy Hill.
I turn to the others and say, "Do you know where this holy hill is? Sounds like we could get some easy XP and easy loot here."
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what a druid's holy hill would be. What are you talking about? I'm a wizard, not a druid.
Where is this holy hill? Which direction?
Fuck. Motherfuckers are actually making me pull out maps. God damn it. Where the shit is this?
This is the truth zone.
I know, I'm looking at the map. You know what? Just for the sake of me actually being able to track this shit down, let's just bring us back to Barovia, so I can look at that. Because I have my helper notes on it. Also, the Amber Temple is still quite marked, for anyone who is curious.
X marks the spot.
Funny enough, it does.
Watch the Amber Temple be the holy hill.
No, he says that, the Druid says southwest. Well, the Amber Temple would be southeast.
We can go there. Might be some fun.
That does indeed sound fun.
Excuse me while I look at the challenge rating of this area behind your backs.
Well, you're supposed to do that anyway.
No, I just need to know how urgently I need to prepare things.
So this is
Because
this is unscripted.
No, this is actually part of it. This is actually part of the campaign. I just
Oh.
have put tokens and all that where you need to be. So it would take me like 10-15 minutes to get all that shit together, because we still have to do all the random encounters going down there. So you're not doing me any harm. I did the dumb thing that DMs do and tried to predict what my players were doing. I should know better by now.
We
Yes.
never
Sick.
do what you expect.
For fuck's sake, I didn't expect a rat drum solo.
I really have to use
Do you expect
the
a
bathroom, but
flashing
I'm gonna
dicks
take this
and
with me, and I
yeeting
don't use
hags?
degrees.
I don't know what the fuck to expect from you assholes anymore.
You expect
mean,
too
yeah.
much.
I mean, I played drums with rats,
Okay, okay.
yeeted hags,
That
beheaded a
actually,
twink.
by all means,
I
I
mean,
technically
come on.
could do
Exploded a
that.
carriage.
Exploded a carriage.
Got fireballed by an angry wizard.
Then and then had a come to the Raven Queen session with me.
Tortured.
I'm pretty sure next time he's gonna come for the Raven Queen. Alright, so at this point, you know that it's southwest. You don't know how far it is, and the storm is coming behind you still pretty quickly. And you know, right now, you could make it to Kresik just barely before the storm, if you went now.
Because
Wait, do I still have another question with the head?
Yes you do.
Ask how
This
far away
temple.
it is.
How far is this hall?
Or
Hill.
the hill. Son of a bitch, where's my notes? Because I don't want to mark it on there, because you're not supposed to know immediately.
This is what the DM gets for trying to predict player action.
Teen, then.
Kresik. Kretsk. Raven River.
He says 6 hours. The head just says 6 hours about the hill.
Oh, okay.
And you're maybe an hour and a half to Kresik.
Alright, so, guys, what do you say we stop at Kresik and then we can go and hill?
Go to the hell after we stop at Kresik? Yes, let's do that now.
I promise you we're not abusive, we just like giving each other a hard time.
Alright, so let's go to Kresik.
Okay, to Kresik. And I
This
got
is where
to...
that guy's son is, right? Or no, this is where we say bring out your dad.
Yeah, that's where you want to say bring out your dad.
For 5 silver. So,
I can't wait for you to get to these places that are totally gonna wreck your shit because they don't know how to balance the fucking maps or the orders of the book.
Lovely.
CR12 encounter. Randomly somewhere.
There's honestly a CR18 encounter in this.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
The Jurassic comes out.
that's CR30.
Yeah.
The Trask alone is CR30.
That's gonna come out.
And it's
Totally.
able to kill gods.
Yeah.
Kill Strahd.
Honestly, I had like a 3-hour conversation about what would happen if the Trask just popped up in Barovia with a couple people who ran this and know history about Barovia, including like book lore. And they literally said that a couple of the gods would be willing to collapse the entire dimension just to kill the Tarask, then remake it from scratch.
Wow.
I don't think they'd actually be able to kill the Tarask, though. Wouldn't it just...
It would force it into the next
immortal.
closest dimension. Because if a dimension does not exist, it can't exist without a dimension, so it goes to the next one. So all we know, it's going to end up in Feywild.
God.
That
And the
would be
Fae will have to
hilarious.
deal with it.
Sounds like a campaign to be made.
The Fae would be able to deal with it. It's the fucking Fae.
Yeah. They could easily just pop it over to the next dimension.
Because they're assholes that way.
No, I don't like you. Like, no, I don't like you. Go fuck with them.
No, they literally use hand wavium to get rid of issues.
Yeah.
They're sassy little assholes.
Who take things literally and will take your thank yous if you offer it.
Okay. So I'm going to assume that little Miss Nympheus can hear me because she agreed and refused to get me water because she doesn't like me. So, I knew it. She doesn't like me.
Whoops. I can draw on the map. Oh, curious.
You could draw it to demonstrate what you want to do. I didn't want to take that away from my players.
I was actually just trying to measure distance.
You want to use that little bomb-looking
Yeah.
thing?
It works. Cheers.
And only a few points on the map are actually marked for people. I removed some of them for the sake of these are supposed to be hidden.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So, like, even though
Right.
you could see it on the map, it's... yeah. Okay. The road branches north and climbs a rocky encampment, ending at a gatehouse built into a 20-foot-high wall of stone reinforced with buttresses every 50 feet or so. The wall encloses a settlement on the side of a snow-dusted mountain spur. Beyond the wall, you see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin white wisps of smoke. A somber toll of a bell comes from the stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting, a welcoming change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you have grown accustomed. It's hard to tell this distance, but there seems to be a switchback road clinging to the cliffs that lead up from the walled settlement to the abbey.
Yeah, an abbey. To which god is this abbey dedicated to?
You don't know from here, so let me move you to the map. And let me know if you have sight.
I think I have sight. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Y'all are down here. Because each of these squares is 50 feet.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm guessing y'all want to go up to the gatehouse?
Yes.
Let us in.
For the sake of idiots being idiots, what are you doing on your way up there?
I'm just uttering prayers and whatnot.
Okay, I need to go to the GM layer and move a couple people forward. Oop.
I'm going to just
I'm also going to go to the abbey.
look around the surroundings.
You are still outside of the building. Or outside of the settlement right now.
Well, I rolled a natural 20 for that perception. Wow.
You, in your opinion, looking at these walls, they're extremely undermanned. These walls look plenty sturdy, but simply... they'd still be quite easy to overtake if they managed to just get up the wall. Investigation check into what, hon?
You're planning to conquer this town or something?
The wall's strength? The walls actually look very, very sturdy. They arguably look like the strongest walls you've seen out of any settlement other than just Castle Ravenloft.
My group is totally planning to take the city.
No.
Uh, Ziggy,
Yes?
I've got to go. I've got to get food. I've not ate today.
Alright.
Feel kind of
Well,
sick.
this actually is not a bad place to stop. Because if I remember correctly, this is going to kick off pretty fast afterwards.
Okay.
We're about halfway through the story. We're not, with the encounters that are planned, we're not far from getting to level 6. And things are going to start happening faster.
I
I'm
would
about to
love
get
level
a
6.
So,
get double attack.
6.
Right? Hold on,
So-
I think I get double attack.
for tonight, for my players, my viewers, my friends, I'd like to wish you all a good night. And remember, someone loves you. Please